Hey, welcome back to That's What He Said. I'm your host, Natalie, and this is a podcast about dating. Before you watch, make sure you subscribe, follow, like, comment, rate, review, and share the show. Let's find out what he said.
Okay, y'all ready for trivia?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. What city is rated the most romantic city in the world?
In the U.S.?
World. If you
in the world.
if you listen to the question, then you might actually know the
already
answer.
on the. Yeah, just hold it up whenever you're, or we'll do count
Do a count.
for when you turn. Okay, 5, 4.
Oops. No, I'm not ready.
You have an eraser.
Oh, fingers work better.
Get it together, Trey.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, that's pretty good.
1. Turn. Paris.
Paris.
Home of the
Austin.
players and pimps.
Austin, H-Town, home of the playas and pimps.
The beaches.
Players.
The beaches.
It's actually playas.
Not Playa del Carmen.
Playas and pimps.
Look, he's overseas.
Paris is correct. 2 for the
Two
girls.
women. Let's just show
We're
you.
supposed to actually answer.
No, that just shows you that women know about what's romantic, and then your average male is stuck in the city that they live in.
Okay.
Just being silly. I didn't know we were supposed to actually.
The place doesn't
You
make
can.
it romantic.
Yeah.
It's the gesture.
Right.
Okay,
I mean,
so
yeah,
I'll
Austin's
keep
cool.
score.
I really wouldn't want to go to
Okay,
I'd
number
turn it out in
2.
Austin.
What are the 3 attachment styles?
Ooh, I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, dude. I'm thinking of a
And
leash.
this is why we are still single. All
Speak for yourself.
What do you mean attachment?
With love. With love.
Wait, can you
I'm
reread the
married.
question?
What
There
are
we
the
go.
3 attachment styles?
I don't even know what that means.
I should know this is the crazy
Is
part.
it love language?
No.
No,
Completely
attachment
different.
styles.
Oh, I got it.
Please refer back to the episode with Kevin Pascoe. 5.
I think I'm kind of right.
Hold on, I don't know if we got a time frame.
I read. No, I'm just kidding.
Because we can't be here all night. 4. 3. It's confident.
I don't think so. I think I know it,
2,
but I don't.
and we have a slow thinker, and
That's me.
number 3.
And he's a teacher, everybody.
Oh, that's it. It's hold on. I gotta change mine.
No,
Oh.
she
You
looked. She
cheated?
cheated.
Are you copying?
She just said, "Oh, that's it."
Y'all are all
right.
wrong, so
You're being
just flip it
resourceful.
around.
Well, we have anxious. I know anxious
Oh,
attachment is
that's
one.
what it is.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I put in secure.
Huh?
What do you have?
I don't have it right. I had to think about it. Emotional is not one. Emotional is not
Emotional
one.
is not one.
Emotional is not one. It's
Ding, ding, ding,
Secure
ding.
is one.
Secure,
That's
avoidant.
perfect. And
well,
anxious.
you're closest. So I'll
And
give it to
she's
you.
all 3.
Secure, avoidant, and
Good job.
anxious.
Emotion,
Don't call me
leash,
out.
and cage.
good job.
We'll give
You
it
did
to
well.
you.
She was
You
an
did
hour
well.
late, but man, she's killing it.
Dang.
You were right on
'cause
time.
look,
Right.
big brain. She had a lot of time to think.
Okay, number
That's what those
3.
extra laps were.
On average, how many days is a woman's menstrual cycle?
Depends on the person.
Boys.
Oh
On
yeah, let's go,
average.
boys.
The girls get it wrong.
I mean,
What you got?
Turn your boards. 6 to 9, 5, 4 to 5. Everyone is wrong.
what is it?
7 to 10.
28. Your menstrual cycle is 28.
We thought you said period.
Can you
We
walk
thought
us?
you said flow.
Can you walk
Cycle
us through the
means
cycle?
period.
Which like
Your entire monthly cycle. We'll just X that question off.
We
yeah.
thought you meant bleeding, and he thought the days he couldn't go down on a woman, and he thought 69.
Maybe I'm saying the wrong word. Your cycle.
Yeah, we thought
entirety of the
free
cycle.
Entirety
bleed.
of the cycle
Is
is
this during
28
a leap
days.
year or
Like a really heavy month.
Bro,
24 is a leap?
28 sounded absurd.
All right,
Yeah.
number
It's giving
4.
February.
Let's all right, let's try to. How many times has J-Lo been married?
Ooh. She's on her 5th ring.
4 every 2 years.
She's on her 5th
3,
ring.
4, 4.
She's going for
Who
MVP.
cares?
Natalie cares.
That's
You don't disrespect the host like that.
you
That's
like to-
I want to roast
crazy.
Taylor Swift now.
Okay.
Oh, you white buckle up.
Trey and Landry are right.
Every 2 years,
One
though,
point,
right?
one
She has a
point.
2-year curse. I read something.
No, her marriage was a long
Nat,
time
no,
ago.
I read something that the once after, it was every 2 years. It was like a
But
curse.
this last one was like 8 months.
Maybe she broke a mirror.
She's going for
Don't bring no
LeBron.
mirrors now.
Approximately how many nerve endings does the clitoris have?
Oh my lord. What?
There's a lot. There's a lot.
I don't know.
Just take a guess.
That's a hell of a question. I was not ready
Take
for
a
that.
guess. Mine is 0. Oh, that's sad.
Okay.
That's not okay at all.
He said 19.
Are you well?
I'm well. Ooh, 128. That's giving.
28.
I'm feeling like it's going to be a high number.
It's a lot.
It is.
It's a
high
it-
number.
It was like shocking.
Brittany.
169?
A smiley face.
I don't have.
Is that a feeling?
No, it's 2,000.
Ah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
And mine is 0. Y'all literally get
it's
it together.
literally not 0. That's
You get it
wild.
together.
No, mine is. But we'll talk about that
Okay,
later.
finish those lyrics.
This
Ready?
This is
Okay.
And it's going to
Hey,
be
do
right
we-
and then 10.
Hey, do we need prayer?
Be prayer. Cast my
Yes.
demons out.
Someone please get some Blue Chew for her clitoris. Thank you.
It's what?
Not our first
Electric
sponsor
shock
being Blue
therapy.
Chew. Our first sponsor is Blue Chew, and we all have to take it before we
Literally
do the
sponsor
podcast.
us. No, I just watched the Sex and the City where Samantha takes Viagra, and she's like, "Oh."
Dude, should I?
No.
No.
I'll do it, and then I'll report back.
All right.
Good for you. us know.
Finish those lyrics.
Oh,
You drooled on yourself.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot.
I'm in the drop top.
Oh,
cruising
well,
the
there you go
streets.
now.
Ooh,
I got my
yeah.
You got it.
Oh, I thought we were supposed to write it.
You
Yeah,
were.
there'd be a lot of
he sang it, so
Nah,
we got
it
that.
was a moment.
He
It was
got
a
that
moment.
and bonus.
It was a moment.
It just came out of him.
Like-
Bonus,
One.
bonus. You'll get 2. You get 2.
It's a technical.
It's been a while since you got a flagrant one.
It
What
has
is
been. It
the
has been.
title and artist of that song?
R. Kelly.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
I forgot we were writing.
Y'all are wrong. Wrong.
P. Diddy.
Matt's tiny
Nice and
handwriting.
slow, Usher.
It is Usher. I put R. Kelly.
I should have known it was Usher. It
I
was
was
the question that
listening
you're
to Matt.
asking.
Oh my God.
Because Nat loves her some.
Yeah, she does.
These are my confessions.
Oh, I'm so
Just
good.
when I thought I said
What does the G and G spot stand for?
The what? Excuse me, can you say
grab
that
and
again?
go, HEB curbside is all I'm thinking.
HEB curbside sounds absolutely
What
crazy.
does the G and G spot stand for?
G and G.
Oh,
Genitalia spot.
G and G.
And
Did you
gooch.
just snort on?
Gucci gut.
Are we snorting? Gooch gut. G and G.
I'm a public figure, so I'm just not gonna say anything.
We're gonna smile.
Do you have any other guesses?
No, that's a heck of a question.
No,
It stands for Grafenberg, the last name of the gynecologist who discovered the G spot.
Well, shout out to homie because he put us on.
Yes, you did.
Girl, it's a woman.
Oh, well,
Yes, you did.
there you go, sexualizing.
Grafenberg.
Okay.
Matt, you have to go up to your mic.
What's your name? What's your name
up to
again?
it.
You're not a,
2 inches.
I said Matt.
Oh.
Because
What-
he's
what's
far
your-
back.
Hey,
Scooch up.
what's your name
Right.
again?
Scooch up.
You lean forward.
Can you share her name?
Ernst Grafenberg. She's German.
Ernst Grafenberg.
Yes.
Do we know why she wanted to discover the G spot?
I do not know.
She wanted to have a long-term relationship.
Well, I'm
have you seen?
We're
the
gonna
South-
we're gonna take a
That's
deep
a
dive into
mystery.
Have you
that.
seen the South Park episode where we must find the clitoris? Just rewatch that one.
Okay.
That's your question.
Okay, it's good. This is
okay.
good.
2 more.
2 more.
True or false? The penis is a muscle.
Factuals.
True.
It's flexible.
It's durable.
And false.
Dang it, I was going to put
What?
false, but I was being a little cheater.
It's
Cartilage?
it's just a piece of flesh with a lot of blood flow.
That sounds so strange when you think about it.
But well, how come you can like flex it though?
Because it's when the
I
blood
think
flow
because
really
you have
starts to
abs,
pump
you have
to it.
abs like under it, so you're really flexing the muscle underneath.
So it's
It's like I'm
strange.
going to go work those later.
So it what?
Otherwise, you'd be able to actually like
Learn
maneuver
something new
it,
every day. Okay.
right?
Ah,
Put a little 3-pound on it and.
Okay, this is. We'll do one more and then the trick question.
They've all tricked us.
Who introduced the term entanglement? Surely y'all know this.
Hitch from Will Smith.
Ooh, the red table, the girl with the bald head, the wife,
Jada Smith.
Yella Jada.
Yes. Is that what you said?
I wrote Jada.
He said
I
Will.
said Will.
He said Will, and Will got my wheels turning.
Shout out
for-
to the Smiths.
right.
I idolize them. No, I don't.
Not yours,
but
you're
I love them. I love them. I don't idolize them. I love them. They're fantastic.
All right.
Imagine you got struck by lightning.
Yeah, Lord forgive me, please. That was crazy. Super crazy. Live on air.
Last question, trick question. Does Ross cheat on Rachel?
Who's
sure.
that? The Office?
It's
I knew you
Friends.
weren't gonna know.
I don't watch Friends.
Trick question. Try again.
No.
It is not a yes or no answer.
Can't go 50-50 with no hoe. Entanglement.
This is your one shot.
Matt with his small handwriting.
Do not miss your chance to
Writing a
blow.
paragraph.
This opportunity
What's
comes
crazy
once in a
is we
lifetime.
gotta
You
give
better.
Matt a sticky note.
Not physically, but emotionally.
That's a great answer.
Craig's
Oh,
the
wow.
closest, but
That's
wrong.
good, Matt.
They were
Aw.
on a break.
I don't watch Friends.
I don't either, but you knew
So-
the answer. That's crazy.
That's you know.
That's brazy.
Sex in the City, I can answer anything about that.
Yeah, you know,
True.
we watch film.
Okay, quick intro. We'll start with Matt.
One of my buyers.
Name.
With me?
Any plugs? Plug your IG. Plug your business.
What is my IG? Hold on.
And your relationship status.
Ooh, it's a new one. It's a new one in here.
I'm Ron Burgundy. My name's Matt Davies, at Matt Davies 1019 on Instagram. Follow if you would like your life to go to the next level. I
Great plug.
am in a
Bro, you have one
relationship.
picture. That's crazy.
I have 4. I'm in a relationship as of recently.
Shout out.
And I am a virgin to the TWHS podcast.
Hey,
this,
welcome.
Love that for you.
Well, as we transition, I am Trey Pinkney. My Instagram is TreyP3. Follow at your own expense. I don't post much.
Do you have more than 4 pics?
I might have about 60. We'll see.
Okay.
You know, I'm happily in a relationship. We're going on 10 months now. Praise God.
Thank you, Lord Jesus.
Is this AA?
Jesus saves. Jesus
Hey,
saves.
we always we have to praise. And
Your episode.
my episode was the first. I broke the ice with the TWHC podcast, and
TWHS.
that's what I said. TWHS.
That's what he said.
TWHS podcast, and we are grateful
cheer.
to be here today. So
And your episode was called
remind
Why
me.
Do Men Ghost?
Damn. And he ghosted that out of his brain.
I have active brain farts. I have active brain farts. It's okay.
Okay, yes. You can watch Trey's episode. It was the first episode after the introduction, and it is titled Why Do Men Ghost with Trey Pinkney.
We don't ghost.
Y'all do, but
We elevate.
I don't ghost.
Landrizi, all my fans, y'all know my episode. The first episode of comedic relief. I think it was
Because of me.
something about the Jonas Brothers.
Yes.
And then it was so long because we talked for literally 4 hours, not really, but probably 2 hours, that it split up into 2 episodes.
Yes.
And my Instagram is Landrizi22. If you're looking to buy a home, come on, I'm your girl.
Cyprus.
And I am in a relationship. The roommate is out.
So, for clarification, the man from the Louisiana story,
Yes.
right? Louisiana?
Yes,
Let's
yes,
talk
yes.
about it.
Out,
Golden Nugget.
Kicked him out.
to the curb, and new man.
He was
insert.
the one that I said, they said, what's the status? And I said, roommate, and laughed.
Yes.
Laughed, cried hysterically. He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone.
Yes.
Okay.
So rude.
He's gone. I mean, it was nice. He was gone. He's
I'm
gone.
Brittany Scally. I'm single, so yes.
Wait, are you?
No,
Hey.
actually, I'm single. And
No, we gonna
and
tap
happy
into that.
about it.
We gonna
I'm
tap into
single.
that.
Me and you.
What are we
Yes.
tapping into?
Yes.
Because the last
so me
episode
and
she
Britt are
wasn't
about to be
single.
running the streets of River Oaks looking for a husband.
Yeah.
If y'all need a wingman, let me know.
Yeah.
I guess my chirp for why she was late is null and void.
Yeah. So I said I was with my mom.
Okay. First question is going to be. First question is from a viewer. First debate question that was submitted. Does body count matter?
Nope. If it's in your past, it has nothing to do with your person that you're currently with.
Did my ex submit this question? Because
No.
literally.
No, your ex is blocked.
Okay, that's good. Good.
Wait, why?
I blocked him too.
Because he would say things. He would just assume that like you have a whole. Like you have a higher body count than any of my girlfriends. I'm like, you don't even know.
Great.
anything
What's
about
yours?
me.
Times it by
So,
3.
And he was
guess-
Is
bothered.
that a valid rule?
Yeah.
I times theirs by 3, so they're humbled.
For guys?
J. Cole lyric.
Yeah, like if you say 50, I'll say mine's yours times 3, just so you feel some type of way. And
Reverse psychology.
No, and then if
Yeah,
you judge me, what if it was 3 and you're just a judgmental person? And also, my take on that is if I didn't know you until I'm, say, 36, 40, 41, I've obviously, I mean, me personally, have ran through men. But I'm just
This
saying.
is a safe place.
Yes, this is a safe place. And I'm just saying there's got to be someone, like say a 40-year-old is not a 40-year-old virgin. Let's just be realistic. We're in our early 30s, say we're in our late 30s, and then say you have this number. Why does that matter? Are they all your mates? Like, I don't know. That bothers me. But that's also about me thinking that women and men should be equal. If yours is 10, mine is 10, everyone's happy. If yours is 10, mine is 10, and you're mad that mine's 10, that's something that's crazy to me.
Men,
Matt,
boys.
speak, boys.
I don't think it necessarily matters. I would agree that your past is your past, right? That's kind of my opinion. The past should be left in the past, and so that's my take on it.
Yeah, I don't. It really doesn't matter. I think that psychologically it could matter,
Right? I agree with that.
right?
agree with
Like psychologically it can matter, but ultimately, like I don't need to know if you've flushed the football team or. I don't
Why
need-
did we make eye contact?
That sounds that's crazy.
Or the basketball team.
Or the basketball team. You know,
At
like
Katy High School.
you know,
The
but
coaches. Okay, sorry, keep going.
I mean, it truly doesn't matter.
Faculty.
It doesn't matter. But soul ties are a real thing.
I do think so as well.
Soul ties are a real thing. So I think when you look at that aspect of it, that's when it matters. But not from like, oh, you're telling me what your body count is. I don't care. Because now you're with me. It's only one. There's no other.
Yeah. And I feel like if someone cares about that, maybe that derives from something internal within
Yeah.
that person.
Insecurities.
Insecurity, probably.
Yeah.
Which we all have.
Right?
I don't.
You're one of a kind. You're a golden goose.
You're different
One of
breed.
a kind again. One
Okay,
of a kind.
so
one of a kind.
if you're a guy, if you like meet let's say you have 2 options of women, and one of them, her reputation in the city is being like a super hoe, like goes home with guys all the time. She sleeps around. She's 5 of your buddies, and then you have someone who's like more wholesome and like she probably has a low body count.
She's
Is
probably
that gonna
boring.
affect who you would choose out of those 2?
Probably bad.
Why are you comparing the 2? Are you
for
going
me-
on a blind date, like back to back with these women and knowing their counts, or what?
I'm saying like what a man gravitates towards. That's why I'm asking.
That's men. Come on.
I think that you could know, but somebody that is more wholesome, you would naturally gravitate to because
Agreed.
there's a purity there.
Yep.
But at the same time, like let's say you interact with somebody that does have 45 bodies, right? I don't need to know that necessarily. Like,
Do
when
y'all ask your girls their body count?
No.
I have. I get curious,
Yeah.
just so I can
Just
know.
curious. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Are you about to?
who's actually like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not like sleeping with enough people to, I'm a relationship kind of person. So I've always been like,
Proud of you.
relationship, maybe there was a fling in between
Right.
and that. But other than that, I'm not going and, you know.
Truth, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But because we all have a past, I think that for me, when I was younger, it was interesting because I can gauge a person based off of like their response. I've met people that have fit girls. We're talking about girls specifically. That's been in the 50 range or like a range that you'd be like, whoa. And I've met girls that are not.
Whoa there, pussy.
You'd be like,
Slow down.
you know,
Give her an apple. Have her calm down.
You get curious. You're like, so tell me about that a little bit. You know, like what pushed you to the limits?
Mm-hmm.
You know, no Rick Ross, but like how we get here,
I push and I push.
right?
Ride and I ride.
Maybe
Right?
she doesn't have, she probably doesn't have sex correlating with intimacy. So it really, if you take two and two separate, then it's something completely different. It's just an action. It's just something you do. I give you a high five and a hug. And if a woman feels like sex is in that same ballpark versus being intimate and really giving their emotional self to you or being vulnerable, then I would be like, you know, I don't know.
Doesn't that
It's just
play into the psychological aspect that Trey or who you brought that up? Because if someone doesn't view sex as intimacy and they view sex as separate from your body separate from your soul, wouldn't that be an indicator of some kind of like deeper issue that needs to be worked on?
Of
That's
course.
the way I think it matters. I don't ask that question. I don't answer that question, but you can typically have an inclination once you get to know somebody, like if it's high or low.
Right.
And I just feel like it's more so an indicator of like either who that person is or who they were. And then
Right.
you have to like discern, like, are they still that person and do they still have those deep issues to work through? Or is that just who they are and they're like cool with it?
Right. See, I agree there. Like, I think that.
And if you don't agree, like I don't agree that sex is not an intimate act, like your body and your soul are one, it is soul ties. Then if I was with somebody who saw it as separate, then I would be like, red flag, like we have nothing here.
Right. You have to understand the purpose of the action.
Pop that puppy.
You show up late.
And then acted.
Hey, I'm gonna comment on that. Soul Ties is crazy. Shout out
Can
Love
I get a
Island
refill?
They say that.
I had a buddy that told me I should have been on a Love Island.
You should have. You would have been good.
Would I have
Because I
been?
feel like you speak with intention, other than me just speaking and then I think about it 5 days later.
See, I think you'd have been better.
Or if ever.
I would have been better for. I would have been good because I'm so chaotic and crazy.
That's what the
like
people
I
wanna
think,
see.
yeah, they want
Oh, for sure.
They want me, but
They
you
do.
would have been good because you would have like actually been like chatting it up. Like you'd be pulling people for chats all day long.
You know, pull to the
Can I believe
side.
her a chat? You want to go to Soul Ties? That's crazy.
What does soul ties mean? What is that?
It's like there's neon lights all over this villa in Fiji, and Soul Ties is like a bed, but Soul Ties is above it, and it's like under the stars. And so if someone brings them to Soul Ties, it's like serious, like they're gonna have a deep chat and like go through their trauma. You
I
know,
would have been kicking that Soul
Yeah.
Ties.
look, people are sleeping in Soul Ties. That's all I say.
yeah. I'm gonna just be straightforward. I think if you have, and I guess we would have to define what's high or low, but I feel like if you have a high body count, like you have more trauma, you have more issues, you have been through more. Like you have.
So we guess Natalie has a low body
you
count
have
because
more
she wouldn't be
baggage.
talking like that.
I'm not saying what mine is, but I'm just saying if let's say high is more than 2. Okay.
Exactly. What's high to people? Is it 55 and up?
that's another
Is it
thing.
10 and
That's
down?
subjective.
What is high?
Perspective to reality. in
Yeah,
that
what is
regard.
high?
Perspective
They
is-
said
I
that
like
the
that.
average
I like that.
person sleeps with, I think, 10 to
8.
12 people, or
I
8
heard
to
8.
10
I thought it
or
was
something.
8,
Yeah.
There's 8.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same for men and women, but so if you're above 8, it's high. So that's what I think. It's more so an indicator, like, because you think about somebody whose body count is 2, like they're probably pure, wholesome. They're married, like they had a high school.
Yeah, they're
boyfriend,
married in
they
high
dated.
school. Get
Like,
out
they
of
don't have
here.
a lot of baggage going on.
Well, I think their perspective is completely different on the aspect of action, right? Speaking from a place of experience.
People also have waited. So, like, think about that as 0.
Well, that's
There's
There's a reason-
crazy.
there's a reason why,
Wholesome.
right? There's a
Wholesome, mindful, demure.
Cutesy.
Very mindful. Very cute.
there's no way.
Cutesy.
I know, like
I just got stressed. Are we serious? Is that what we're doing here?
I'm doing comedy. I don't know. I'm prepping for my next show, you guys. I'm starting to do stand-up. Like, come on, support.
All right, let's move on. So,
Wait. Before you ask this question, can we turn the fan off by chance? Are y'all cold?
cold?
Yeah,
I'm good.
I'm feeling cold.
You can
Are
A
you
little
cold?
nippy, but I'm
Or
solid.
more wine
Can we
by
just turn it?
chance?
Sorry.
Yes.
Can we turn the
It's right
fan?
here.
It's
Can we-
right on me.
Can you
Like,
grab it? Can you grab it for me? You want me to grab it? Because I'm gonna trip
or just,
over
wait,
words.
can you bring that bottle over here too? We'll just hide
Harmless
it.
plug as we talk about bodies. Like,
Yeah.
wait
Thank you. We'll
until
just hide it.
marriage.
Yeah.
Wait
Thank
until
you.
marriage, so that way you know who the right one is.
Around, 99 bottles.
All right, we're
Wine on the
sponsored by
wall.
Copala Francis. Thank you for
Thank you,
sponsoring.
ma'am.
That's what he said.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But yeah,
Thank you.
wait until marriage. It's a lot healthier. It's purposeful.
Definitely healthier.
Purposeful.
It's purposeful.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Love it.
Is ghosting ever acceptable?
Yes.
It's fine.
I think yes.
Should I move it?
I'm gonna say yes because y'all know I'm a ghoster. So
Tell me about that.
Casper's
It's
twin.
what?
Do you
Ask
go
the
through
question
walls?
again.
yeah, dude.
Is
What-
ghosting ever
The
acceptable?
Ghostbusters never got land. They never did.
Yes.
Have you ever been ghosted?
Absolutely.
I've never been. That's why.
Interesting.
Suitor, suit up. No, I'm just kidding.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Round one. Yeah.
What do you think, Britt?
I think it's acceptable. I think some people need to be ghosted
Why?
Damn.
when?
because they're just not able to communicate. So you just gotta.
Damn.
I can't.
Also, it's like, what if it's someone who's like a you up person and is that ghosting? Like,
Or like
what?
a have a great day person.
Dude, have a great.
yeah.
I'm gone.
Insert the
I'm
clip.
offline. Yeah. Please see attached clip. Yeah.
I don't want another man
telling me have a great day. If I hear have a great day, I'm literally jumping off. Fuck, have a great day. Literally, get something better. Say let's go get a tattoo, and I'm in. Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Not have a great. What?
I agree with that.
Hope-
I'm gonna have
No.
a great day no matter what the fuck.
Had a
Yeah.
great day before you breathe in.
Yeah,
Before you open them eyes.
that's true. I never thought about that.
Have a great day. Have a great day needs to be dead.
Now y'all know, fellas, don't have a
Don't
great
ever
day.
have a great day. These Houston bros.
No,
If you're interested in me having a great day, absolutely. Send me $5 to go get a Starbucks.
Add a 0 on the 5.
Less words, more action.
right.
No,
But
That was
up
ghosting
to
is
you.
not the same as cutting people off.
damn.
Like, what do you mean then?
So if everything's going great, like whether it be
Okay,
early
and then just
stage,
totally-
3 months, 6 months, and then one day you wake up and they're gone.
I disagree.
Disagree with what?
There's all types of stages of ghosting.
Yeah, I said there's all different
I think-
stages.
I think-
She disagrees. He disagrees with what your definition of ghosting
I think
is.
timeline matters. If it's 30 days or less and I ghost, girl, that's
I
It's
think
not-
going silent on
You know.
someone is
So going-
ghosting to me. That's
You're
how I
talking
define
about deep dive into the relationship. Like y'all are basically dating.
Yes.
And somebody just disappears.
right.
that's a little mental.
Yeah.
I think we need to give that another definition.
Yeah, because
like
usually
Yeah.
something happens to
Trigger
Right.
the ghosting.
make that
Yeah.
occur, right?
I think we need to define. it
Wait, so
differently.
we all know our answers. We need Maddie's answer. Matt, do you ghost?
I don't. I'm an over.
He's a Cancer.
I'm an over
Well,
He's a
So,
Cancer,
like-
y'all.
love that.
Yeah.
So there's
He's a
some
lover
people,
boy.
there's some people who like, okay, on the dating apps, like they'll talk
I've never
for
used a dating app, if you can believe that.
Really? That's cool.
Do you see
That's
that stash?
shocking.
Not one.
That
Dude,
stat
that's
speaks for
actually
itself.
cool.
He just bounces from different girls.
No,
to
he just
different
goes
groups. I'm
to
just kidding.
he just goes to the bar and opens his mouth and is like,
oh, like acts like a regular
I'm
person.
just kidding.
What he spits is gold all the time.
Yeah.
What a concept.
Really.
The kids call it Riz.
he's the kid, so call it whatever you want.
Boy turned to the man, motherfucker, gotta grown up.
We have to bleep that out. That's getting a censor, everybody. Poppy doesn't like the MFR word.
What were you about to say?
So, okay, yeah. So there's like the early stage ghosting of like people on the apps, for example, who like you match, you start talking, you've been texting for like a couple weeks, maybe you talk on the phone and you're like gearing up for a date or maybe even went on a first date. And then that person just like disappears. Like there's no like, hey, I don't see this going anywhere, or like, I didn't enjoy the date, wish you would, like, there's no, they're just gone. And then there's later stage ghosting, which we all know happened to me.
Damn.
And you're dating,
terminal.
you're months in, you're dating, you're planning trips, you have flights, you're going to a wedding, you're this and that, wifey, you know, that type of talk.
You brought this man to a wedding.
Is this post I love
That's
you?
what's crazy. He
This
was
is not
at
post I
our
love you,
mate's
no.
wedding.
It's pretty I love you. But
Mate.
there's like, I would say, okay, we call it mid-stage ghosting. And then you do have long-term ghosting where there's people who are like, they've been in a relationship for like 2 years and then one day he's just
I've read
gone.
some crazy stories about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Speaking of the mics, huh?
Those are all
Tell us
ghosting.
stories.
I don't think if you're like in the midst of like a breakup or a fight and they just like won't leave you alone and so you block like your situation, that's not ghosting. That's like boundaries.
Ooh, damn. Ghosting and boundaries are on the tiptoe.
But in the beginning, I also think if you're on the app and whatever, and someone just goes quiet, well, you know, get thicker skin.
Yeah.
You know
I-
that
Take a
they're
hint.
talking
Take a
to
hint.
other people as well. Like,
I
When-
also
when y'all
don't-
say the app,
Yeah. True.
what is the app?
I like Bumble because it's women led,
app's
women
plural.
rights. Let's
What?
go.
They're
the
all
women
women-led.
choose. The women choose. Not Hinge, Tinder,
Shot-
whatever.
I don't know. I'm
Bumble?
on the league now,
Bumble.
so I don't know.
Get Bumble.
Fantasy
Bumble is
football.
I'm not on
Yeah.
it. I'm not on the
We
league.
trying to get our
Excuse
roster
me,
up.
at Raya, can you please approve my pending request? I'm on the wait list on Raya.
Is that a
There you
dating
go.
app?
Yes, for like influencers.
And Raya is gonna be our next sponsorship. I don't think I've actually ghosted a man that I've been on a date with though.
No, I'm probably an over communicator. Just like
Yeah,
that. I'm
I
like,
would-
sorry.
I'm big on communication.
Your car was smelly.
That's-
You're like, you know,
I think
just
here's a reason that I bring up the question time and time again, because why wouldn't you just tell them? Why,
I don't
I
communicate.
don't really understand why ghosting, like, what's the point? Like, why is that a thing now?
I hear where
What
you're
happened
coming
to
from.
just breaking up with people? What happened to just saying, hey, I enjoyed the date, but I see you as a friend? Like, that's what I do. Why do we have ghosting?
Almost as if you're kind of like in sales, like, hey, you know, I just don't see that this is a great fit.
100%. Like,
I
don't
think it's
understand
because
why
if
it's necessary.
someone is sensitive and non-communicative, it's hard to give someone else bad news. Like bad news, for me to deliver bad news to somebody, like that is gonna potentially hurt someone, it's harder for me to spit out of my mouth than write or even just,
But don't
you know.
don't you think that's just selfish? Because like
No,
you're
I
gonna
don't.
hurt
I
them-
literally.
You don't like controversy.
You're gonna hurt
No,
them.
you know,
like,
yeah.
You're gonna
avoid
hurt them worse
controversy,
by
so-
ghosting, assuming it's like not an early thing.
But I think it goes. So we're gonna plug
Wow,
the first
that was me.
episode. We're gonna plug the first episode because it goes back to comfortability of people. Not that it's right. Like ghosting's not right, but like Landry, for instance, you don't sitting there to tell somebody, "Hey, I'm not rocking with you. Like your fingernails are too long."
It's
or,
not. I'm not picky. I think that I can't even say a negative. Like to me, that like breaks me. I wouldn't even have like the strength to say it.
See-
type deal.
Yeah.
Like it stresses me out. Like I don't have anxiety or anything, but it's puts me more in a sour spot for myself to deliver bad news.
I think that's why Natalie asked that question, though,
But-
right? Because that's essentially.
But I'm the
where you're
only
coming
one who
from.
technically goes,
That's-
so I have to say why. Because y'all both said communication.
Well,
I don't know. I did know I've ghosted before, but
we operate differently, right? So like
I've
you don't
ghosted before.
you don't want to give bad news. I don't want to
Christmas
leave
past.
somebody in the dry
Yeah.
to like start to think about it. Like, oh, I'm thinking about why this person stopped texting me or talking to
Yeah,
me. So
I feel.
that will leave somebody in a
In their head, in their own head.
in a haunted place.
Haunted.
Haunted place. Like, we're talking ghosting.
Halloween's coming
Listen,
up.
I'm not a rapper, but you know it's kind of clever. We'll plug it.
Ghostface
Pumpkin
Killer.
Spice is out now, so
Gross.
We already?
we're on trend.
Pumpkin
right now.
spice is gross.
It is.
I need
It is
that
kinda
trend.
gross.
I need
I'm
that
the
trend
only
to
one
go
girl-
somewhere.
Bread.
I'm the only white girl that does not like pumpkin spice.
I like pumpkin bread.
I keep spitting because I feel so passionate about hating it.
That's okay.
But Yeah, that's all in all, like leaving somebody in their thoughts, right? Imagine somebody sitting in the room like, dang, I really like that person, but they haven't heard from them.
Especially if it's a male.
They're gonna start
cancer
liking you even
myself,
more.
who's emotional.
Well, and especially
he's gonna
if
be
it's
crying.
especially if it's the woman on the receiving end, because we just spiral so much easier.
Right.
Men spiral too.
They do spiral too. Y'all do
Dang, stand
spiral
up for the
too.
spiralers.
Nah.
Are you a spiraler?
I spiral sometimes.
Damn.
But I do
In a
think
dark room in the
Nah, in the lights.
I really think
AirPods in.
ghosting will make anyone spiral. But
Really?
that's why because I just see it as such like a negative character trait. If that's like a habit for you, like it's one thing if it's like, okay, yeah, I've done it or whatever. But like if that's how you exit relationships, like not only are you selfish, but you're conflict avoidant, which is like, how are you ever going to be in a relationship if you are conflict avoidant? You can't deliver bad news. How are you going to tell your husband, I don't like when you do this? You hurt me when you did this.
Accountability.
That's
When you do
therapy,
this, it's an ick.
bro.
It's disgusting.
She's
Like
dropping.
if you can't,
passion.
if it bothers you to hurt people, like how can you ever have a long-term relationship? You're going to hurt each other. You're going to say things that hurt your feelings, but like that's called being honest.
Yep. Having a conversation about
Have a conversation. Like I would have much rather when I was in that situation, him say, look, because of this, especially if this had nothing to do with me, if he had said, because of this, I can't do this right now, or I can't do this at all, or I don't see you that way anymore, or you did this, like, it would have been like, okay, grieve it and move on. But like when you're there left to your own demise, like you can spiral into something that actually becomes traumatic because your brain will
Yep.
take you there. And I just don't see, like, because it's such a common thing in our culture, like the dating culture, I don't see why we should accept it. And I think it should be called out. Early stage, I get it. Like you were saying, like if you're on the dating apps, like you kind of know what you're signing up for. But when you're in it with somebody and then they do that, I think it's like, if you are the person initiating the ghosting, like you need to look at yourself in the mirror and think like, would I want somebody else doing that? And why did I do this? Why couldn't I just say, hey, this is what it is. I'm sorry.
Kind of goes back to like you've heard the golden rule, right? Like do unto others as they'd have it do unto you.
Love that.
Spit it right
I love that.
The verse is that.
Yeah, it's really the platinum rule.
Do
Treat
unto
others how
others.
you want to.
Yeah, actually on Josh
Is it a
Dunnigan's
Platinum American
episode, he
Express?
brought that up.
the platinum rule.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for
That's my
I'm gonna
take.
treat you great.
random question. Yeah.
Go ahead.
How you want to treat people?
No, I'm just
Are you
kidding.
done?
I said it to her.
I mean, so like so for all the guys out there, you know, from a woman's
For all the
perspective,
men. The men.
because men we ghost, right? Like we know that.
So do women.
How
We're
would you
equal.
prefer? Nah, actually, women, y'all have gotten. Y'all
You
are
get
good.
ghosted more.
Y'all are strategic.
Clever little devils.
Y'all are strategic.
We playing chess, not checkers out here.
Yeah, that's fact. But all seriousness, like, what would be so let's say that we are, you know, you're dating somebody, you're talking. How would you want that news to be related to you? Like, what's the best form? Would you want it through a text? Would you want to, hey, let's go to Mastro's and sit down for dinner. Let's, you know, we're going to eat. Then I'll bring this up like, hey, by the way.
Then I'll flip the table.
No, that's a horrible idea.
Well, I'm asking.
Break up at Mastro's.
So think about this.
tab.
Think about this logically, right? Like some people ghost because they don't know how to communicate. So how do we
Yeah.
bridge that gap,
That's a
right?
question.
I'll tell you where you don't do it, at a mod pizza, because that's what my ex did, and I have not been to a mod pizza. There's trauma built in. I love mod pizza, y'all.
He wants
I'm the
that.
same way.
He
I
wants
used to
that
eat-
$8
I used to
pizza.
eat
Our
Triscuits
next
with my
sponsor.
ex.
Mod.
Actually, Mod is our sponsor tonight. How do you feel? Tell us in the mic. Tell us in the mic how you feel.
And Matt gets a year free mod
Yeah.
pizza.
Damn.
Would you go back for a year free?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's not that deep.
Yeah.
Look,
Not
still.
anymore.
It's deep. He'll be crying eating.
we moved on to bigger and better things.
Yeah. Damn right.
Love that.
Aw.
Okay,
Shout out
but
to
yeah,
love that.
definitely not in public. What? That's crazy.
I mean, but what
Public
makes
is like,
sense?
I
The
want to
one off
fight you.
Westheimer in the Beltway.
So is it
Address is 228.
is it cool? Is it cool if I shoot you a text like, hey, this isn't going to work?
Text would be depending on how long.
Do you want me to call you?
Are we 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Are we 4 months, 5 months? I think 3 months and up is an in-person combo. A cell or in person.
Are we
I like.
Are we sitting down at the crib?
I don't think there's ever a right way. I think
We're
you just
sitting,
gotta.
we're sitting
Rip the
where
Band-Aid?
you can
Read the-
run
read
out.
the-
Crawl
read
fish
the-
out.
There's definitely a wrong way.
What's the wrong way?
A mod pizza, bro.
Not ever-
What the fuck? The
If
mod
you make
pizza
them think
is
everything
crazy.
is a-okay and then you just disappear, then that's wrong.
Okay.
But if they have a hunch that things are not going right, y'all both know things aren't going good, then okay.
Yeah.
You can ghost, you can leave, you can do whatever.
Well, let's be honest. Like y'all have an inkling, right? Like
Right.
some will call it a spidey
Pop that
sense.
poppy.
Some will call it a intuition with 4 grams of sugar. Sorry, keep going. Just talk over me.
That's impossible.
Yeah,
Did
literally.
you just say 4 grams of sugar? Women know. Like y'all know.
Yeah.
IYKYK.
I mean,
No.
right? Y'all know.
She didn't know.
Most of the
Damn,
time.
she didn't know.
You're right.
She had no idea.
You're right. You're right. That's a fact. You did not. I'm sorry about
Take
that.
it away.
Thank you. I think, okay, to answer your question, for me, I think like there is maybe not time frame, but like depth. Like if
Depth.
you're like,
Yep.
let's say like you've done maybe less than 3 dates is like text is appropriate.
Texas?
Text.
I thought she
is-
said Texas too.
Houston, Texas, Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
A text is
new.
okay.
But phone, I feel like phone is always okay.
Call.
Phone call.
Call. Okay.
Phone call. FaceTime,
Okay.
phone call, I think is always okay.
FaceTime?
Yeah.
My voice is shaking.
Okay.
Why not?
So FaceTime, ladies, are y'all cool with that? Like I can
No,
FaceTime you.
Just go
hey.
silent on
That would
me.
be awkward.
I am
So you
going
wanna
to
be
continue.
ghosted?
If it's over, it's
I wanna
over.
be
The
ghosted,
only
I
way is to just be quiet and go away. Just go away. Like
So here we are.
You don't want to be
We're in
broken
a
up with.
we're in a pickle.
I don't want to be
Reporting live
told
from the gutter.
whatever a reason or da da
Not
da.
necessarily
Sorry.
a reason, because I feel like the whole like I feel like that's like if you ask, like if you're saying, you know, this just isn't working out, like I had a great time, and then the other person asks like, do you mind telling me why, just so I can like self-improve or like just so I can know, then I don't think you should ever go in being like, you did this is why I'm breaking up with you. Like
You don't
that's
listen.
kind
Even if they
finger
offered
pointing.
self-improvement advice, I'd be like, go to hell. I don't care. Like,
Can you tell she's fresh off of?
How fresh is fresh, if you don't mind me asking?
fresh, like, still calling me. So, yeah,
You know, there's a block button on all iPhones, you guys.
Yeah.
A nice little, we could do a tutorial.
Well, it goes back to like, you know, I don't know.
This all started from when he did not show up at Shady Acres Saloon.
Oh
with
my gosh,
me,
right? And
Matt,
beginning.
and Brittany.
Do you want to tell us what happened?
Wait,
He's-
I would
oh,
love
there's
to
too
hear.
much.
I would love
It's
to
too
hear
much.
your. This is guide number 3 from
I
our
was about to
podcast
say.
episode. So you have to watch 1 and 2 of Scally, Brittany, and Land because this is guide number 3. Matt, I would love for you to tell your point of view as a male of what happened that night with us as a group.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we
Take
we
it
were-
away.
We were all out in the Heights. It was us 3.
We were at dinner.
Yep.
We were at Muse.
And your mom
Yeah.
was there.
Mummy came.
And we went out, and then we were having a good time where we were at, and we left in literally. It was extremely. Was it cold or was it raining?
No, it was cold. It was. I think it was 20 degrees. It was freezing.
Yeah, it was-
we had coats, like
it
coats to
was-
the ground type shit.
Like I play hockey, I'm used to the cold, but it was like an Arctic tundra.
No, it was like
We went out of
Bad.
our way to leave.
Yeah.
To go meet him at a bar where he was.
he
And-
claimed he was.
Yep. And then we
Yeah.
got there and he wasn't there.
That's not
Which
acceptable.
was
We were looking around.
concerning.
We were looking around like
should
is
have been
he
a red
here?
flag. Should have
Yeah.
been a red
No,
flag.
it was because I was like, we were just having fun. We walked in the cold, so now we're all sober, of course. And then we go there and we're looking around, and Scally's like texting him like, "Where are you? We're here. Like we're looking indoor, outdoor, like thinking we're gonna meet this cool guy who she's getting on with, and like chip chip cheerio, and like squad up."
Anyways, long story
Cheerio.
short, I said, hey, come pick me up. You know, come get me. You know,
Because you're
and
not here. Where are you?
Landry, this is a public service announcement.
Okay, sure.
Shut up.
Okay, go. He wasn't there. Okay, he wasn't there.
Anyways, he sends me the Uber app. through my
Yes.
phone. Like, what?
What do you mean send you the Uber app?
He sends
Like
me
a package to pick her up
like
and drop her
he
off.
shared the app.
Like,
Via
you can call
text
yourself
to
an
me.
Uber to come see me.
What's
Yeah.
the address to his place?
No, he just shared the app with me.
But where
As in,
was
like,
he?
an implied,
Get an
like,
Uber.
get an Uber, yeah.
But where was he?
It's good.
On his way home, he said he just left.
Yep.
Whatever.
Okay, so that
But
was
we
the
were
beginning of
we
the
were
end.
walking
Was
in
that right?
torrential downpour.
No, that was like pre relationship. So that was really even nothing.
That's
Oh, really?
first of
Yeah.
all, I hate
It
that.
was something because we
Okay.
wanted to meet him, And so we were
before
happy
you
that
met.
she was happy, and we're like, we're her friends. We want to rally by her. We want to meet this guy who she's is liking,
So
whatever.
y'all are dating at this point.
No.
No.
Mm-mm. No, not at all. That's what I'm saying. You can't really.
They had just
Yeah.
met,
Yeah.
right? You
And
were
it,
just
and
in
it made
the-
her really upset, and she was like, "I'm gonna
I
go
would-
pick up my shoes from his house." Screw
Yes.
this.
Wait, ho.
You'd already
Yeah.
been there.
Wait,
then.
stop,
You'd
wait.
already been there.
No,
Let's
it's
backtrack.
serious enough because I left my stilettos at his shoe.
Let's backtrack. So you've been to the crib.
Yeah.
You've been to the crib. Y'all have not gone on a date.
No, we've gone on dates.
So y'all have gone on dates. So y'all are entertaining at this point.
Yes.
No.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah. No.
You're
yes, we
entertaining.
were-
for sure.
Y'all are playing games.
Y'all are frolicking.
This
Yeah.
is
Entertaining.
Nintendo Switch right now.
Yeah.
No, we're back
Yeah,
and
yeah,
forth.
yeah.
Right?
Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash.
Literally and figuratively.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And so
My goodness.
you hit him up. So this is fresh for me. So I got to ask. I like to be inquisitive about it.
Okay.
You hit him up, and you say, "Hey, bud, I'm about to come find
We were
you."
at a bar down the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like y'all were going to
Basically,
McIntyre's
here's
for some
what
reason.
happened. So it was like Friday night, right? And I was
Likely.
like, okay, it's 6 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock. Like, I really want to go out with him. Why
Yeah.
isn't he asking me out? Like, ugh. So Landry calls me with plans to go out to dinner. And I was like, okay, well, she's like, don't wait around for this guy. Like, let's
Wow.
go out.
Never wait for a man.
So we go
Terrible
out
advice.
to dinner, me, her, Matt, and my mom. And then, long story short, he was just like, oh, you didn't, you were out on the town, you didn't care, da da da. And it was like 11 o'clock at that time.
I think
and
you would
then-
ask him, where are you? Like, just to kind of see. And once he
Yeah.
said that bar, we were like surprising him.
Not worth the time.
We were like going in torrential downpour of wind and cold and
Arctic
frost.
freeze.
Wait, so y'all didn't tell him y'all on the way to the bar?
No.
Y'all were just pulling up.
This is beginning dating, like not even like, oh, it's Friday night and we expect to be together. This is early. It's early.
So was he
know
waiting
what
for
that
you
means.
at that bar? You
No,
never- and you like
no, I was like
late
surprised
or-
dropping in.
Okay.
She just said, where are you? He said there, and we're like, ooh, let's go see him. Let's meet him. La la la.
Yeah.
Like he's with mates. He's
No,
with
I
his
was
friends.
being
It's chill.
I was being
Oh.
like a.
Okay, so I feel like the not seeing each other was like a more like a mistiming
Yeah,
thing,
that's
but the
not-
sending of the app
the sending of the
asshole
is
move.
Disrespect.
Yes.
Also, was he even ever there? Did he tell you he was there and just left, or did he just leave as a lie?
That's
That's
deep.
besides the
You're going
fact.
way too deep into
No.
it.
Yeah.
But what if he said, "I'm here to make us go here," and then now we're like
As a
No.
person,
paper chasing, like
as a
receipt?
person that moved, so like back before I moved and I came back, I moved around a lot if I'm out.
So do we.
So
that's
if
why we
you-
were like, "Let's go."
if
Who
I-
cares?
I think Nat, you can attest to this probably, right? Like I'm like, hey, I'm here. You better text me
Oh yeah.
because I may be gone in
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
No, yeah.
Yeah, for
No,
I feel
Natalie's
you.
right. The only thing that
sure.
bothered me, and that was like, whoa, was the sending of the Uber app.
That's super like
Hit her with the Drake line.
If you really like me, you would come and, if you had respect for me.
Well,
you'd come
okay,
and pick
back
me
to the
up.
communication thing. Why not just say like what happened? Oh, I didn't know you were coming. I'm sorry. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm already on my way home. If you would like to come over, I'd love to see you.
Wait, did you ask him
But-
to pick you up? You did. You're like, hey, come. I want
Come
to.
and
I
get
want
me.
to see you. Can you come pick me up?
Sent her the
Yeah, and he sent the Uber app.
Like that.
He also, I think, maybe commented, "Oh, I
Crazy.
saw you were out with
Yeah.
your friends,
Crazy.
so
Okay.
I
Should've been
just did
like-
my own thing."
Crazy.
Okay,
Slightly.
so
Girl,
and
leave.
moral of the story though, this would be the first like red flag that you ignored. Is that what
Yeah.
we're getting at?
Yes.
Okay.
Person number 3, this is the first red flag.
Witnessed
Guy
it
number
live.
3.
God bless.
So, Matt, as a man,
Lived.
after this whole situation, like,
So basically, don't ignore red flags
Okay.
if you want.
Some guys are assholes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, you know.
I'll
and that's
take
what he
some water
said.
to that.
Yeah.
This
I'm
is
not-
okay.
too.
Like-
Okay, I have a lesson. Everyone.
Pure life.
Should I get the whiteboard out?
I'm a
Maybe he
little
was
cooler.
trying to be clever, but
a little cooler.
it's not a
But
subject
Right.
there's
that we
a-
And I don't like the
got
nice
earlier.
guys. So
That is where like women need to start. You need to teach people how to treat you.
Yes.
So like,
Yeah.
there's a book that I recently read called "Why Men Love."
I love it.
Damn.
Read it,
Yes.
read it 3
Love
times
it.
and have it on my phone.
It should be
So,
called. It should
you
be
should
called
have pulled it out in that
Why
moment.
Men
It's
Love
the
Land
Bible.
and that.
Because it basically teaches you not literally how to be a bitch, like nobody wants to be with a bitch, but like how to like
Stand your
set
ground.
hard boundaries
Yeah.
and teach men how you want to be treated. Because in that moment, you should have been like, I'm getting my shoes from your house and goodbye. Like
Yeah.
you don't need to explain in that situation.
Should have been like,
In
I
that
can get new
situation-
Uber
shoes,
package
bye.
my
in that
shoes.
situation, quote unquote ghosting would be acceptable because he just
Send him here at
disrespected
the
you
bar that you're
severely. Whether or not alcohol is involved is another story, but like you don't want to be treated that way, so goodbye.
Yeah.
And if he were to come back and be like, I'm so sorry for how I
It
treated you.
was a joke. It was fun. I was just joking.
Wait,
But
so
like-
That line, I hate that
question.
line.
Do you,
What line?
That's
so
not a joke.
do you give a person
a
a chance?
joke.
Do you give them a chance?
What was a joke?
Like a
And
man will
hey,
say a hateful ass comment, and then they'll be like, "I was just joking."
Oh, no.
No, you were not joking.
That's
that
a
was
narcissist.
mean. Thank you. Also, does a narcissist call other people a narcissist?
No,
I think so.
I don't think so.
If you're a narcissist, you're going to call other people a narcissist.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't know. That's-
I think they can call
think
themselves
so.
it.
Great question. I don't know.
Also, women and men,
No.
because that's what he said.
No.
No, my therapist said that women should have some non-negotiables that is like your Bible type deal, like for your own emotional dating, whatever, and like
Yeah.
be like, these are my non-negotiables. Like, not even saying it's a list of rules or something, but like even thinking it to yourself. So if some guy cusses at you or something and you're like, hey, I know we're all young and it's slang and this, that, and the other, but like someone saying whatever, A, B, C, D, F, G, you're a fuck you or whatever in a fight, heated mo is on my list of like, I'm not putting up with that. And if they change their ways and never do that again, or you kind of set it from the jump, like this is where I'm feeling, this is my non-negotiables. Do you have any that I can be aware of? Because then at that point, you know, maybe you can be aware as wanting to grow with this person and this being your future partner. Oh, this is something that they're going to be out the door and I don't want to lose them over this.
Yeah.
Said whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
I like
So
that.
set some non-negotiables, y'all. We should write them down.
Communication's key.
You
I
know,
agree with that. Because then
Trust
when you step
is key,
outside
right?
of
But
those,
verify,
right?
Ronald Reagan.
Like you step outside of those non-negotiables now, and it's been communicated. Like if I tell you, hey, I don't like X, Y, and Z, and then you do X, Y, and Z, now you're blatantly disrespecting
Yep.
Yeah.
M-E.
you know, yeah, you know.
Oh.
If my
That was
if my one
That was
is
good.
don't ever tell me F- you to my face or something, just say random
I
whatever.
think everyone should make that a non-negotiable.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You never know.
She's different.
We've been in some crazy shit. Yeah, that's gotta be in mine.
This is Ace of Spades right here.
This is a toss up with line. But no. And then it's portrayed as, you know, that's something that is past the point of something that I'm going to put up with, which I have put up with in the past. So now that I'm starting over and starting fresh and whatever, like I get to make my own non-negotiables that I've never had before. So for me, that's something very healthy because it's setting boundaries for myself.
Yeah.
For
Proud
other
of you.
people, whatever.
I'm proud of
Are you?
Yeah.
I am.
Yay.
Stick shift.
Stick shift.
Lambo.
Non-negotiable number one. Give me all your money, sir.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll jump
Shut
to
up.
that. What is the number one biggest red flag?
What's number one? What?
Number one biggest red flag.
Lying.
Liar.
Lying.
A liar.
Guys, let's just cut that one out because then I'd be the biggest red flag, and that's just not
You
it.
lie?
You lie?
Yes, I lied.
No, so you are the biggest red flag.
I've lied once.
Okay,
you lie
so
about?
I lost my job. I had gotten laid off, but with a nice severance package
remember this.
back in January.
Shout out to the
And
severance.
this guy, the guy I was dating.
Number three guy, number
okay,
three.
so number three sounds like I had like tons of boyfriends.
No, that was on the
guy I was
podcast.
dating.
They
on
have
the
to listen to the
podcast. Okay,
podcast.
okay.
Yeah,
Number
yeah.
three.
Okay, number three. And so I had just gotten laid off, right? And so I was like, you don't need to know my business. Like, I still was holding my own, was able to whatever. And we were just like puppy love, just head over heels, hot and heavy in the beginning, right? And so like I had said to him like, oh, like let's move in together.
That's aggressive.
But, and he was like all down for it. And I was like, and I'll pay like what I'm paying for my rent, but I'll pay
I
it
don't mean to,
here.
I don't mean to cut you off.
That was aggressive.
A red flag.
How long?
3 months.
Oh,
Okay.
You were 3 months in.
3 months.
And you were going to move in together. I remember that
This
night.
was your idea.
I asked you.
This was his idea.
It was my idea.
I remember when
Okay.
she came to me
It
with this
didn't.
question.
It didn't play out because it was like, okay, then
Keep going.
okay,
I just had
so-
to. I'm sorry to interrupt.
But
But
he didn't find out about me not having a job until March.
That was a half truth, though. You never lied. Half truth.
Did I?
Wasn't even-
I
wasn't
literally
even
got
what?
dressed one morning and acted like I was going to work.
You were going to a job interview.
my
Brittany.
God.
can we talk about that?
Literally.
Wait,
A job
listen,
interview.
Well, I want to break. Why did
Britt.
you
Okay.
do that?
And
Why
then
did
there
you
was
do
another
that?
lie. What was the other lie?
No, that's well. Don't. Let's start there.
But then I was just like, I just met you, so why do I need to divulge my life? But also, I should have.
I love that.
Because he could have think you were using him.
Let's go back. You just met him.
Mm-hmm.
You just met him. And you said, why do you need to divulge your life?
Yeah.
As you're trying to move in with this person.
No. Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
I think that actually was all on the same day. No, it wasn't. It was after.
The plot thickens.
It was after.
Damn, it's thick.
It was after.
It's a thick bitch.
So this is what I'm saying. So my one girlfriend, my one
that
girlfriend was
pancake
like,
batter, that
listen,
pancake
girl,
batter.
he might have been a red
have so
flag,
many
but you were right there waving your red flag right
Okay.
back at him.
I love it,
so,
Britt. I love it.
You know, I have
spoke
to
some
give
truth.
him grace at times because I wasn't
We
the
all need-
easiest person to
We
date.
all need grace.
So I will
Sure,
give
everyone
him that.
deserves grace.
Everyone needs grace.
You know,
all need
I
grace.
also made him feel like not a priority and many other things.
Oh.
But
You didn't have a job. Why wasn't you your top
Why did you not
priority?
just tell him that you had gotten laid off? Like,
it's a pride thing, I think.
Yeah.
It's good.
okay.
Come on. Proud of you.
It's a pride.
Proud of
He
you.
also
Okay,
dropped
okay.
hints, I think, about the past of people not
Yeah, he
pulling their
just
weight.
mentioned,
So it was almost like a negative about someone
Yeah.
who doesn't work.
That's anxiety. That's you being afraid that you telling him something about you is going to push him away.
you should have said it with
Right.
your chest.
Let's plug Inside
I
2. Has
resonate
anybody
with
seen Inside
100%,
2?
but
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
and you
healthy.
should never be.
Inside Out too.
You should be your
It's-
true, authentic
It's
self.
so good.
always.
Inside, hold the out.
Because it's never going to end well then
Anxiety?
if you're not. Like, yes, I like to spend a lot of time with my mother.
Trifling.
Yes, I
Susie.
will have slumber parties over there. Yes, I
With your mom?
value my girlfriend relationships. Yes, I love my dog like he's my child.
Mr.
So if you do
Flavors.
not accept these things, then it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And
That's just your life.
I might lie
One thing I'll say,
occasionally. White lies.
her, you asked basically, and her response was it's pride, right? That goes back to kind of the premise of the original topic we were talking about ghosting, of putting your own internal feelings as a priority over
Right.
communicating with your significant other.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's towing that line. You know?
Yeah.
Way to circle
Yeah.
back.
It's good.
Way to circle
Yeah.
back.
So basically, you have my back.
And there's definitely like a cultural.
Did I understand that correctly?
I don't think that's a pretty to say.
We're gonna rewatch this.
Reboot.
No, there's definitely a cultural thing though of like I'm not like responsible for your feelings. Like if we're in a relationship and you get hurt because I told a lie, like oh well, like or because I did X, like and you got your feelings hurt, like that's you taking things personal. I literally have been on a date with a guy who said like if someone ever gets mad at you, like if my significant ever gets mad at me, that's their fault, like because they're taking something that I said personal, and you should never take things personal. I was like, that's weird.
You need a therapist.
Yeah.
How crazy.
I think that's something that like the dating culture lacks is like responsibility
yeah.
for the other person. Like if you're getting into if you're at the point of about to move in, like you
was
should
loco.
be accepting.
Were they really at that point?
No, we were not at that point. I was.
I remember when you told me, I
Yeah,
was
that's,
like,
is that that's confusing. I don't know. What
We'll come back to
We'll
that.
just yeah.
you
we'll,
were
Gentlemen, play
you
your.
were falling for each other, right?
yeah, we were falling for you.
Okay. So like when you're getting
jumped out
into
of
you're
plane.
expressing feelings for each other, I'll put it that way.
Extreme.
You should
Times
then
100.
take on the personal
Yeah.
responsibility of like I now am also sort of carrying the weight of this other person's feelings. Going back to the ghosting, like you chose to get involved with this other person, so like step up a little bit and do the hard thing because it's better for the other person, and in the long run it's better for you because if you become a habitual liar, if you become a habitual ghoster, like that is chipping away at your character. Nobody wants to be with somebody like that.
Agreed.
It's good.
So I mean it's hard. We all have our like we all have flaws.
Minutia.
But like
Except me.
to just be like I'm just gonna let it be what it is and not acknowledge it, then like that's
I also think when you said that guy said that, he's not wanting or thinking about a partnership.
I just have to laugh at myself.
like
he said what?
When that guy said that about you saying,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
that's on them," that's your partner. That's supposed to be your other half,
No,
your
he was,
rib,
he
like
was
type.
talking
Like
about in marriage.
and that's what I'm saying. Like
That's
you're not
crazy,
thinking.
yeah.
You're thinking about number one and
Yeah.
dating someone and being with someone who's going to be your spouse, life partner, whatever. It's then a mesh. Like weaving all the lines, like you're blending lives and blending souls and things like that, and you should always be thinking about soul ties is crazy. You should always be thinking about the other person at that point,
Yeah, but you set that precedent early on.
Exactly.
Do you think
but
that
I'm
you're
just
going
saying,
to date? Do you think that you're going to date, never caring about the other person, never taking responsibility for their feelings,
that's why he's
never
single.
communicating, and then all of a sudden when you become moved in, you become engaged, then they're going to change and become this person that's caring and responsible and selfless? No, that's who you are from the beginning. That's how you build. That's the foundation. You built a foundation, on lies. He built a foundation.
He built it on the sand. He built it on the sand by the ocean.
No. Sand by the ocean?
Trust me, it came up. It always came up. Like,
understandably, but also he was disrespecting
and I'd be like, geez, I don't keep a track record.
He was a liar because he wasn't at the spot that he said he was.
Nah,
and we went to
I think
that might have been like, I'm trying to seem cool, but I'm literally at home because I'm 40 years old. Like,
was he
we love a 40-year-old man.
He's about gonna be 40.
And I love that.
Let's talk about
He's a grown man.
You can seem cool, want to seem cool and not be out and lie to me and say you're out. That's fine.
I'm far from cool, so I don't get it.
Yeah, no,
I'm just 31,
I wouldn't
sorry.
lie, but I mean,
I'm 30.
I'm boring. So.
On the note of moving in together,
Damn.
let's talk about money.
Money.
Put me first.
Yeah, right.
This is where the opinions meet.
What's hers is hers, and what's his is hers.
All right, go ahead. What's up?
Girl math.
I didn't say it.
Girl math is crazy. Go ahead.
The best way to frame the question is, should your partner be in the same tax bracket as you?
No.
Men go. Men. Let's see what the men
it makes
say.
things easier if it is, because I feel like relationships, finances are a big thing that can cause fights. Like, I know in my last relationship, that was a thing that occurred from time to time.
Who made more? Like, what was the fights?
Well, she didn't work for the first 10 months when she moved back here for me.
Got it. Okay.
And we had an agreement that, I was going to treat her to things and, do like a man does, but for things like rent and bills and stuff, she was going to pay me back for half of that. And then when it came back to time for that, she was like, oh no, I moved here for you. I'm not doing that.
And then y'all divorced over that?
No. We stayed together.
Why did you
years
ask
after.
her to pay half?
Because she wasn't contributing to anything else at all.
Why did you ask her to pay half?
Because I felt like it was like life necessity things like rent and a roof over your head and electricity and things like that. So while she did move back for me, I just felt like she should pay for half of that. That was just my opinion.
Why
at the
didn't
time.
you feel that you wanted to just provide those things on your own?
I'm not
like-
sure. Just how I felt.
Is that still how you feel?
No, I mean, I think I'm in a different scenario now with my new partner. We both make really good money, so I don't think something like that would come up.
If you and your new partner live together, would you have her pay half, or how would that dynamic go? What would the dynamic be? Would you pay for the bills, or
What would you want it
would
to
still
be?
want the kind of split?
I wouldn't say I have like a definitive answer on that. I think it would be like it's a give and take. So whether it's the guy paying for household stuff, bills, etc., and then her, contributing in some way, shape, form, or fashion, I don't think it necessarily has to be a defined 50-50, right? I think the natural premise of the society we're in is that the man provides more. I think we all probably agree on that, maybe.
No, I think you can weigh like, okay, I love you, you love me. Who makes more?
Okay, Barney.
Right.
Who makes more? And so whoever makes more, like, contribute a little bit more.
Yeah.
And otherwise.
I agree with that. I think so, but based on the question, I personally don't think it really matters. I think what matters most intellectually where you are with somebody, right? Like, let's say you were dating somebody that significantly makes a lot more money than you.
Yeah.
Money is material. It can
Come and go in one day.
It's happened, right? I've had, you can have money and then you cannot.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what matters is the person that you're with and how they are
kindness, honestly. Kindness
Just
goes so far.
their spirit. Mm-hmm. And when it comes to financials, it is important because you talk about livelihood. You talk about, okay, this roof over our head, how are we taking care of this? And I think men are supposed to take care of it, right?
Right.
Where do you get that from?
Damn
It's
right.
just-
The Bible.
Society.
Societal norms.
Yeah.
Societal norms, men are supposed to provide. When societal norms, based off societal norms,
Right.
in history, men are providers.
Why?
Hunter, gatherer, whatever. Yeah.
Providers.
So you're
Society-
saying biologically.
I mean, from
BC before
I'm
Christ.
trying to break it down.
No.
Where does that? Because we all are agreeing that that's
let's go back to the caveman
If you're the
days.
male, you're going to protect me.
Look,
You should
3
also
generations
provide
above
for me.
us.
As a
I don't know.
man, we are here to provide, protect, ultimately.
Yeah.
Now we're in a place where, one, women, you are, in my opinion, women are extremely intelligent. You can provide for yourselves.
Say it again. Say it again.
Right? So now
Yes.
it becomes a different conversation for women that are independent. So when you're entering into a relationship, you have to meet people where they are, in my opinion. And you are a team, right? So it's not just about what I feel. So if we're together, what do you want to do about this? So the question that you're asking,
Landry,
I think,
it's on your tab.
I'll buy you egg white bites and that's it.
Nah, I need the fillets. We need to talk about. But ultimately, like, it depends on you and your partner. Nothing.
A mutual agreement.
It depends on you and your partner and how y'all feel in the situation, right? So, like, if your partner is looking at you like, I got this whole, like, let's say me and my partner, right? If she was to tell me, babe, I want to pay, I got rent. Now, based off of what Matt said, I need to put my pride aside because I can give her the ability to say, you know what? You want to provide for this? You got this? You get rent, I'm going to take care of this. Right?
Yeah.
Give and take.
That's
give and
very
take.
nice.
Yeah.
So now how are we working together to build a life?
Yeah.
This is now when you're in a relationship, this is our life.
Right.
Yeah.
This is not my life. So pride needs to be removed when it comes to in my opinion, financials. But I mean, if you make more, you need to do more because you can.
Yeah.
I also feel like
But
when you said where
when
does
you
it
do
come
more,
from?
You should never
Think
gripe
about-
at the woman about doing more. That's just like you did nothing, right? Didn't
Right.
they say? I mean, it's in the Bible. Don't do a good favor and then go and brag about the favor. Then it's not a favor.
Don't
It's
count
not.
favors.
Yeah.
Ulterior
so,
motive.
Right. Exactly.
I will say as a man though, like I preferably would want to take care of majority, and then the excess money can go.
So
Right.
that's where I think it can cause friction because, I mean, definitely each relationship in this day and age is going to have its own, like, dynamic. Everyone's going to have their own private financial life. Some people, which what I think is the best is having, if you're married, having combined accounts,
Yep.
having a combined account where the money goes, and then having like in a sense like allowances. Like you each have your own debit card of like your free spending money, but the communal pot is what we pay rent with, is what we pay bills with, is what we save with, invest with. Like that's our money. That's what I think works best, personally, from what I have seen from other relationships. Where I think it becomes problematic is when men take pride, to your point, in financially providing.
Like holding it over their
Because
head.
in this day and age, there is so much back and forth with money, especially if you're like an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, like there's money will shift and change, but like how can you find a way as a man to be consistently protecting and providing? Because without that, there is no relationship. If the woman feels like she's everything in the relationship, she's protecting, she's providing, she's cleaning the house, she's cooking, she's your personal trainer, she's your doctor, she's the caretaker of the children, like you're the third child, like she's gonna burn out and she's gonna leave you. Or she's gonna be miserable, and then you're in turn gonna be miserable. So like for men, I think they see it as like, well, women are doing this, like they became independent women, that's what they asked for, so what do I need to do now?
But yes,
like 50-50.
they do
but
that,
like,
but
you still need to protect and provide. If I don't feel protected emotionally, if I don't feel like you can protect me physically, if I don't feel provided for in my daily life, of like when I come home and I'm exhausted, can I turn off my masculine energy and turn on my feminine? Like, will you rub my feet type? If y'all are not willing to do that, then like, what are you there for? Like if we're 50-50 on finances, like, okay,
I'm good
fine,
for a
whatever.
rub.
I think most women, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I think most women do want to be provided for financially. I just don't think it's realistic. Not in Biden's economy.
damn.
Yes. Trump.
So like,
We're not
if
talking
being
politics.
Damn, are we all voting? I don't vote.
We're not talking politics.
better vote.
Let's stay on topic. Let's stay on
Okay.
topic.
I have a comment to say.
Go ahead.
Okay. I feel like first you said, where does it come from? Think of our parents' generation and their parents' generation. We're like breaking the cycle of women even not working. Like think of 3 generations above us, you know? So that's where I think it really comes from, the man provides. The woman technically, realistically, was just able to work before our parents' decades. Or maybe one before that, whatever, you know,
Right,
like
right.
50s, 60s, I don't know, times. But anyway, yeah, so that's my thought on that. And the second thing is I feel like men, it should be balanced, but sometimes men think that, oh, you're a hardworking mom, you're at work, I'm working, I'm providing, but you should also take on the tasks of a stay-at-home mom or of someone who has more time and this, that, and the other. When in reality, if we're both waking up at 6 a.m. and rocking the whole day, then why, when I come home at 8 and you're there at 7, should A, B, C, D, E, F, G be
Absolutely.
done when you were even here probably before me?
If you
know?
want to be 50-50 on finances, you're 50-50 in the home.
Exactly.
And a lot of men
Yes.
do not.
Oh,
They
yeah.
go
Yes.
home, they turn the game on, they kick their feet up, because I see it with other people's spouses. That woman who is coming
Works
home,
their ass
she's
off.
cooking, she's cleaning, she's taking care of the kid, entertaining, bath time. She is miserable because she also went to work, you know,
Yeah.
9 to 5, and then came home and just took care of you. Like, that's not 50-50. And then
Nope.
men think
Nope,
like,
nope,
oh,
nope.
it's 50-50 because
But I've
like,
also
we're both
seen
working.
where a woman has 3 kids, works or takes care of them all day, never has a moment to herself. The husband gets home and he's like,
The fourth child.
doesn't want her to even take 30 minutes to walk the neighborhood to herself. He's like, no, you need to stay here. Oh my God, where's dinner? And she can't even breathe. So, you know, you don't necessarily have to work. You know,
That's why it's
but-
called
Yeah,
a partnership.
I mean, a
It's
stay-at-home
give
mom
and
is
take,
a
like
job,
everyone's
too.
saying.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Stay-at-home mom is a job.
It is. It is. Think of not escaping a child that's crying all day. I'd rather go to work. As I have my whole life. And I have a 12-year-old
And an
Yeah.
8-year-old.
and an 8-year-old.
I think the 50-50 conversation, whether it's coming from women or men, doesn't matter. I think it's selfish. And I think you're not thinking of a partnership or a marriage as a unity. And I think you're still thinking what's mine is mine.
Yep.
And that's no way to go into a marriage.
Got to put your pride aside, like you said.
How do y'all feel about Venmo requests?
I love it.
Hey, y'all, go to my Venmo and look at my top requester, and you'll see my roommate.
Okay,
My
well,
old roommate.
honestly, if it
Actually,
is
man.
like
You can't
spending
see
money,
someone's top
like if we
requester.
went
Yeah, you
out
can. Go on
shopping
there.
and
Really? I love to creep on Venmo.
Like,
It's so
Bitch.
entertaining.
She's like, someone
Put it
bought
on
Coke
private,
this weekend.
like,
She's not.
Put it on
She
private.
wants the world
Let
to
me
see
release
what's
my
going
crazy. You
on.
can creep on Venmo.
If it's private, I'm gonna unprivate
White
it.
pages.
okay, we're gonna talk about cheating. Go ahead
Okay.
and take a sip.
Damn,
A big
you jumped into
old.
that.
Heineken 0, 69 calories.
I love this picture of you.
Espresso.
Me?
Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up,
Hold
shake
the
it.
martini.
Do you cheat?
What?
So, okay, let's say there was a reality TV show that took place in Houston.
A Netflix special
Okay,
Top 10.
a Netflix special.
last year.
Anyway, you're a girl, you meet a guy out and about that you go on a first date and he tells you that he had just come off a reality TV show where he had been engaged and got stood up at the altar because that's the way that the TV show is set up. You continue to date him. he's a big drinker. You know, he essentially has a drinking
He's
problem.
like shotgunning beers, big drinker.
His reputation in the city is on every app, sleeps around, drinks, parties, always at McIntyre's type guy. Okay, very hot.
He's
very
a
hot.
partier.
Guys,
I feel
he's
like
not
y'all
hot.
are dragging
He's
him.
hot.
I think he's
People
hot.
think he's hot.
I don't think he's hot.
He's a hot boy. We'll say that.
He's an
Hot boy reputation.
attractive.
City boy.
He's
City
an
boy.
attractive
City boy. City boy's
looking
going up.
man. I'll give
boy
him that. He's an
summer.
attractive looking guy.
He's hot boy
Okay.
summer, and his first spot is
Got it.
McIntyre Heights.
Yes, he gives off nice
Charismatic.
boy
I'm not gonna lie.
vibes.
Yes.
McIntyre's a
No,
Lover boy
what are we,
vibes.
21?
It's
a great place.
Colors.
Like he, I mean,
great place.
Basically reputation of a boy. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah.
The girl, she gets in a relationship with him. Time plays out. They start living together. She's thinking that it's leading towards an engagement after about a year, and then she one day wakes up.
that's aggressive.
But he also went on another dating show while
yes.
they were dating.
You're right. While you're in a relationship with him, he took it upon himself to go on another dating reality.
We don't
Yeah.
know that. We don't know how deep in it was.
No, it doesn't matter.
It
He
was
was
during.
literally like intoxicated.
It was during.
Going in on the one blonde girl.
I didn't watch it.
Oh, I watched it.
Okay, I should do my research.
good.
Okay, but regardless, while they're in a relationship, he goes on another dating show. Okay, time plays out.
I would
She
show up
one
on
day
that set.
finds out that he had
Fly me to Fiji.
cheated. Did they
Fly me
end
to
up
Fiji.
actually? I think she said they
Something.
did.
I
I'm
don't
not
care.
that invested about another man's
She said they
whereabouts.
did. Okay, so
Y'all are blowing
I'm
up
not-
my phone on a Tuesday about it, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, we were talking about the podcast. We wanted to watch. We wanted to see a point of view.
I was definitely invested. I listened to the podcast about it.
Okay,
I didn't listen
So
fully.
that's what happened. Then basically, she finds out that he cheated. She goes on a podcast with his ex, the one from the first TV show, the fiance that stood him at the altar,
Oh wow.
and they go on another podcast and they bash him.
That's a double homicide.
Oh, the only
For
reason-
real.
The only
Put him in a
reason
coffin.
Premeditated.
He gone. GG's in the chat.
See ya. No, what's crazy to me, like I'm gonna
Okay, but listen, on their first date,
Damn.
he literally ran into his ex-fiance. They were at the same first date.
No,
Yeah, but that's by
where
chance.
they
That's
met
not
was
fault.
McIntyre Heights. So why was the meeting, the come up and the demise the same place?
Was it?
I mean, I don't know. White linen, white linen.
White linen, yeah.
Yellow 1 year. Clock
Okay, but
strikes.
basically-
white.
It's kind of scary that, like, okay, a guy that literally doesn't put you out there, doesn't scream on a mountaintop, like, I love her, posting all crazy.
He did do that. You said doesn't. He did.
Listen, Landry.
Linda.
Landry.
He did do that.
It's kind of
Pause it.
scary
Pause
that
it.
it's a red flag. You think, okay, yes, if a guy is posting you a bunch, he loves me, he's being faithful, da da da. But then there's the guy that's not posting you at all, you know, isn't social media influenced, still has like a picture of an ex-girlfriend or other girls, no pictures of you. Which one? Neither, both are red flags. He's posting you too much. He's literally cheating on you with every.
Are they both red flags?
I
Trey?
don't know. I think you should have
He was barely listening.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I think it's just like
I think I'll say two comments. My first comment, because I already forgot my second comment.
Hasn't hit yet.
My
The espresso
first,
is light.
my first comment is, if I love this man so much and he does me dirty and cheats on me and drags me through the mud, I'm not going on a podcast shortly after and dragging this man, because I'd be in tears. I wouldn't even be able to speak that someone who I loved and was going to get engaged to, I couldn't even say that that man who was my partner cheated on me. So no, I think that was crazy to me.
No, I think I'd feel different. I think I'd be like, fuck you.
No.
I want the world to know, so I want no one else to get.
But are you hurt?
But what
I
does-
wouldn't be
what
able
does
to
that
say
accomplish?
my partner who I loved, who I was going to be
Because
married
you know what?
to,
It honestly doesn't
cheated on
matter
me.
because girls are nasty.
No.
And they literally will.
I think the question.
It attracts girls even more.
Well, the question
To
that
that
he
guy.
asked is, what does that accomplish? So what do you get out of going to bash him?
Well, she didn't bash him. She literally just said what happened. She literally was like, I love him. If he just tells me I'm sorry.
You don't love
she'd go
someone
back
if you
to
can
him.
say it point
She
blank
wanted
and
to-
drag
she
his
wanted
name.
I think she
him.
wanted
Let's
to
not
literally-
say bash, they exposed him.
Yeah, and she wanted
they
to publicize that all she wanted
That's
was an
not
apology.
love. That's not love.
I think she kept repeating
Love is
herself.
blind. Don't forget.
I think she kept publicizing
Bro, it wasn't
that she just
because
wanted an
the
apology.
type was literally copy paste, like we're in word, so it's
Yeah.
not blind. It can see.
Like that one.
Right. I don't know.
I'm just here for comedic relief.
That was impeccable.
Bro.
Okay, but
same height,
personal opinion.
weight,
Yeah, go ahead,
hobbies.
I don't like it when a guy is heavy online. I find it gay. Not gay. Like, you know, gay. Just
Be careful.
a little bit
strong.
cheesy.
There
We
go.
love the
Cheesy.
LGBTQ community.
Unless you're
We
making
love
money off of
Montrose.
it.
We love.
So you're saying that was the red flag? Was the
It's a red
online
flag.
stuff?
It's cheesy.
Okay.
Back off.
But
Like
posting you a lot?
says Brittany,
Yes.
who loves a love
Wait,
bomber.
okay, hold on. So let's
Do you love a love
Says
bomber?
Landry, who loves a paycheck.
Oh.
Oh, love bomber paycheck. Hold on, y'all have.
Another person's paycheck.
I love a
Almighty have
3%.
fault.
That's a bagel from someone else.
Y'all have 5 minutes to hash this out. Ready, set,
Yeah.
and go.
Ding ding ding.
I love stability, bitch, because I came from nothing.
Is it that?
It's that, because
It's
I had
that.
2 kids
All right.
struggling since I was 19 years old.
Okay, but you can't define love off of that. You can't define love off
I
of
don't.
you can pay my
I do
bills.
not. I do not. That's right.
Wait,
Because I think you said last
Pick
time.
sides. Pick sides.
I think you said last podcast that you literally were happy with him because you were at a point in your life that you did not need that financial help. So why
Yes.
are you going to now? I mean, it's nice, of course, but I think at the same time, I don't know.
I love nice things.
Can we
I love nice
can we
things,
dive
and
into
I
the love
agree.
bomber?
Yeah, love bomber. Love bomber. I'm not one. So
No, you said she loved she.
No,
You
said-
said I love a love bomber.
so let's talk
I
about
think
that.
you love love. I think you
Yeah, I
love
love
love,
love.
and I think you
Landry,
also,
do you love love?
no, I think
No, I
think
barely
Landry
do.
loves money.
I think I love having a good time.
There's a word for that.
She take my
No, I'm
gonna
kidding.
pray for
I
you.
love
It's
Landry.
not-
I love Landry, and
No,
I said
we're sisters.
I absolutely. That's why we can. That's
was
why
the
we can
clip
do
right
this,
there.
and then
That was
literally
the
be
clip.
like,
Yeah,
That was the-
It's fine.
I do think we have different like things that would have Brittany be head over heels for a man would not work for me. If someone was so
I'm gonna
attached
pray
on
for
my hip
both of
like a
you.
leech, like a love blom.
no. What are you talking about, girl? Your man, like every man you date,
Because
dude, I'm like,
every man's obsessed with me, and I don't know what
I
it's
need
about.
space. That's the thing is, I need space, and a man can't. They don't like that.
But you
What do-
love
what do you mean
love.
by space?
No. Wait,
I love my me
think
time.
I think
What
Brittany
does that look
loves
like?
love, and she also makes scenarios that would make love make sense to her sometimes.
Yeah.
And she blacks out other things that are realistically and saying, hi, like I'm looking at black, white. She's looking like, well, maybe this, that, because he loves it. Like it's a whole different spider web for her. For me, it's different. We're just 2 different people, obviously.
Oh,
That's
so
why
she sees things clearly.
I don't see clear. I see with 3 shots of
dollar
espresso and
signs. Dollar signs.
let's just
I
preface
think-
this by saying my last boyfriend,
Provided nothing.
correct. So I
Current one
told
provides a lot. The one
told-
previous to the one last provided a lot.
the last boyfriend, the roommate, you can tell I really like you because you're not really bringing anything to the table that way. And it's very, very 50-50. It's a very, very Venmo request for Chipotle, which is crazy. It's very, very, my kids
Yeah,
are my
it is. It
kids.
is. It was.
And then he once, at one point in time, told me I should be paying more rent because my kids have 2 rooms in our house. And for me, that's not a partner. That's not a man I want to be with.
No.
Back to provider, I would love a man to say, I have the house. You take us on holiday. You take us out to eat. You take us to go ball out and go shopping and this, that, and the other. That's something that I could get behind. I could also get behind 2 names on a mortgage. Like, these are things that I could get behind.
This also goes back to the whole you have more than me. Like, why not give to me? Like that, and I agree.
But
So-
I've also been with men because I've been in an upside down situation where it's almost like I did this and hanging it like a carrot over my head, saying that you have to do this because I've done this, which is not something that I should have put up with for 5 years.
Landry added guac on 822. That's $1.69.
yeah, right.
Venmo request.
Bro, an upcharge and a
when she
Chipotle
told me
is
one
fucking
that
crazy.
me, her, and her ex went out to dinner, and he grabbed the bill, and she was like, she told me later, like, oh my god,
I was like, no, don't let
She
him
was
grab
like,
the bill.
that
I'm
was
gonna eat all day.
no, she told me later that was shocking because he never takes her on a date.
I said
Never pays for a meal.
I won't say never. It's rare to
And
none.
the way that her current boyfriend is treating her, which I love him. He was my friend before he was even.
I like
her
him
man.
a lot, everyone.
But
This might be the end all be all.
I'll see it when I believe it.
yeah.
See us when
Landry
we're-
is also someone that's like, oh my God, I've never felt this way before. Yes, you did. You felt this way last
No, I've never felt this way before without a Venmo request. Like that's
They're
the
exposing
thing.
Landry to the finest right now.
I'm just kidding.
Landry,
When
we
y'all
love
see
you.
us, when y'all see
do
us
love
in
her.
Bali, know that we're getting married. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You want some espresso?
Yes.
Give me the flight
Good.
details.
So we were talking
Y'all
about.
will know.
On to the
IYK,
next thing.
YK.
I love you, Landry. I want
talking about
nothing but the
cheating.
best
I don't
for
know how
you.
we got
You know
Okay,
that.
we're talking about
We-
money, and my Rolex is over my eyes, so I can't fucking see.
Well, I want Rolexes because mine got stolen. So
Who's the gold digger now? Call Kanye West himself. Okay, cheating.
no, I said literally
I'm lost.
verbatim from that.
What
I
if
was
he
like,
had bad
damn,
credit?
I want a
can't-
man
What
to buy
if-
my.
What
Don't drop
if
names,
he
don't
has
drop names.
bad credit?
Bye. Goodbye.
I don't know because I, as a 31-year-old female, don't have a credit card. So I just wasn't taught the ways from my parents, which was something that
have a
wasn't
credit card?
a passed down to me. So I'm unknowledgeable. So I feel like when I date said older men, I learned a lot, which is why I'm attracted to older men because I want to grow as a person. And if I didn't have that in my life, AKA, yes, I don't have a credit card. So how am I going to just like judge someone about credit when I don't
You
even
can
know about
also have
credit?
credit in other ways.
No, I do. I have it under my car, and I think I bought a mattress once.
Rent.
Wait, was
She
it?
thinks. Not sure.
Hey! I got.
I think my ex-boyfriend put my mattress in my name.
those egg white bites in that mattress.
California King?
California King. No, I have a queen.
That's not.
Get ready to snuggle, motherfuckers.
So yeah. Anyway, back
So
to the
no,
scenario.
credit doesn't bother me. I don't come from money. Like I've seen that situation. I feel like if you're hyper aware of money and credit, you come from that. That's all you know. So
Yeah.
it could be like a gamble. She could be like, I'm almost stepping down for this man or whatever. Will I have to be in a position? She literally said, I don't know if he's a gambling addict, which was fucking crazy. You were gonna marry this man and you don't know his whereabouts
Oh,
of
right.
like.
And he might be an alcoholic and a gambling addict, but
Yeah. That's
the
what was
straw
crazy
that broke
to
the
me,
camel's back was that he
was
cheated
the
on me.
cheating.
On you?
Did he
Not
cheat?
me. This is the TV
we-
show.
we-
It was
don't
never
know. We
even
don't
actually
really
there was
know. That's what she
okay
said.
on that note, I think if you go out with mates to drink without your partner is disrespectful.
What's a mate?
A friend group.
Okay, well, then I've been disrespectful.
No, this
I
person.
disagree.
No,
Saying
this
if a
person.
guy goes to just drink with his homies?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm
Thank you for
saying
the clarification.
they go with girls and go back to where they're naked, skinny dipping, and your partner's not
yeah.
there. That's disrespectful.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. He was skinny dipping, but also
He was skinny dipping?
we don't know. Yes, we
Dingle
don't
out?
know the
Dingleberry.
we don't know the ins and outs of their relationship.
Right.
Okay?
Dingle and the berries.
They went and looked at rings.
No, they picked out a ring, not
hear
looked.
what I'm saying.
Wait,
Say it loud.
okay, hold on.
They
Hold
probably
on.
looked online.
Hold on.
Can we stop gossiping about people? Like,
Yeah, people we don't even know.
we're
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
okay.
I'm trying to throw out a scenario here.
It's not a
Because-
scenario. It's real life.
Technically, it is.
Let's yeah.
Okay,
Let's get back.
Let's go to cheating. Let's go back to
not-
cheating.
I
See, that's what
don't
I'm
feel
trying to
comfortable
say.
talking about people.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
that's
trying to
good.
say.
Wow.
No, we're
So
done.
like,
Okay.
But the
I'm
thing
a girl's
is,
girl.
back to like the
He's
red
a boy's
flag
boy.
thing, like. Because a lot of people, a lot of girls
Right.
get cheated on, and then they're like, "Oh
So
my
do men.
god, like
Men
I
get
can't
cheated
believe
on,
I
too.
got cheated on." But like, my point was in giving you the whole story from the beginning. First date, I was just on a reality TV show about dating. You know who I am. This is my reputation in the city. If she didn't figure it out on the first date, she figured it out early on because it was no secret. And I just got engaged, a broken engagement, and now we're on our first date, and surprise, there's my ex-fiance sitting next to you. My thing is, I'm sorry you got cheated on, speaking to women in that scenario,
And men.
and men.
That's what he said.
But what about that type of person made you think they were going to be loyal to you?
Or a long
People change.
Well,
People
So
change.
how do you-
People
No,
they
change.
don't.
People
It
Yes,
goes.
I do.
It goes
Yes, I
back.
do.
It
But
goes.
how
Yes, I
can
do.
you how
Yes, I
can you
do.
play the victim
they don't.
card in getting cheated on when that was his reputation, that was what he just got out of, goes on another dating show while you're in a relationship, not going to bring up the rumors about other things, but like, and then you want to when it all is said and done and you got cheated on, you want to go and blast this person on a podcast because you feel like you're entitled to being a victim. I don't
It's
understand.
giving victim mentality.
Well-
but yeah, I don't want to drag anyone, especially because I feel highly about this person that I know. I don't know
To
about
me,
highly.
It's more
I-
about take personal accountability.
No, yeah, okay.
How can you
okay.
play this victim card?
Well, I
and
don't
try
want to drag
and
in
try-
the meantime someone who we know. That bothers me, I guess.
Here's the thing. It
Two hands on the mic, he's serious.
double. Yeah. It takes two to tango.
Exactly.
So, two people, right?
Are you going to tell us how to take?
I could dance. It takes two to tango. And
We heard that.
one, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier with body counts. You okay?
No.
Why? Takes two to tango.
Go ahead. Go
Hold
ahead.
on.
Teach us the steps. Come on.
will,
All right.
I will.
Landry.
So, like, somebody's past does not matter.
How did you not get?
when it comes to dating?
I think that is extremely ignorant. thing to say.
Well, so when I say it doesn't matter, you should not focus on it. You should focus on the person. Their
How do you
action.
know who they are without knowing their past?
You can know their past. Your past doesn't define who you are as a person, right? Now you have to take the time to get to know that person. Their actions will show you who they are. Their character will show you who they are, and that's how you need to gauge when it comes to dating. It's not you look good. You look good. Now we go together. We're like Kobe and Shaq. It's not. That's not. In my opinion, that's not how it should work. Right? It takes time to get to know somebody, and in that time, you can't be ignorant to the
day-to-day,
red flags.
the day-to-day.
But I think that's how I think someone who got cheated on in that scenario got themselves into that position. Because you're flying blind. You're
Show
completely
it to your-
saying, I'm choosing to ignore the fact that you are this reality personality. I'm not going to watch the show. I'm not going to read the comments. I'm going to completely ignore everything that you did because I don't want anything that I see to impair my fantasy that I created about you.
Also,
And then
a word
I'm
that
gonna
was
go-
used was fixed. We can fix it. I can
Yes.
fix it. I can put it aside.
But
We
I
can
think
fix,
so-
fix,
Your
fix,
whole-
fix,
you have
fix.
ignored this person's past and all of their
You have
behavior
another
for
man in your
30-something
head.
years, and then when you get cheated on, you act surprised.
So that's
And then
where,
you bash. And then you victim.
No, that's where it's
Yes.
wrong.
That's what I think.
That's wrong.
That's where I think people need to take personal accountability instead of going, "Oh, fuck that guy, poor girl."
so it,
Because
again,
it's not poor girl. Like, yes, I'm sorry that hurts. I've been cheated on. It sucks. It's heartbreaking. But like, look at what you did. To
And
get
it's
yourself
also
in that
one-sided
position.
when this other person is silent. Like, it's crazy because they're on a whole platform and a
true.
podcast and gas, whatever. And the other person is silent in the background, not saying anything. Like, that's already a disconnect. This person's saying, everyone's hearing my thoughts first and how it was hurt first. They don't even know. What if he has another story? What if he's like, yeah, I was there, it was all wrong, but I didn't actually cheat. Like, I did all these bad things. Yes, I'm not. That doesn't shine right, doesn't shine bright. But like,
100%.
you know. And so it's like this person is publicly shaming and bashing and degrading and belittling another person that they loved.
One-sided.
Is not love. That's not love.
No, I agree with that. My point is, which is a huge underlying premise of the podcast, is like women need to take more accountability instead of just and just chatter with each other and saying we're right and they're wrong and we don't really care about what they say and he shouldn't have cheated on you. But like, okay, where were the boundaries in the relationship? You don't just randomly go and skinny dip if you have really good boundaries in your relationship.
No, you'd be like,
You don't-
I don't even want to be
you don't
here
just-
with 10 women by myself alone
Right.
without
Yeah.
you in a house.
Yeah, you knew-
that
you
they
knew
would
he
be
had-
so
I
uncomfortable.
was at
like,
a party
I
last
gotta
weekend
leave.
Yeah, you
at
knew
your
he had a
boyfriend's,
drinking problem.
and his friend was trying to kiss me, and I
So
was
anyways,
even like,
I'm not bashing her, but I'm saying as
You know, so
women,
you gotta have-
like, because that The reason it's
Certain
important to me
things.
is because women acting that way is a huge turn off to men. Because if you want to put yourself out there to accept A, B, C, D, and then when it backfires on you to play the victim and to be like, I didn't deserve any of this, like, you're fucking stupid. That's ignorant.
Say it with your chest, girl. God dang. God
Speaking
dang.
from experience, like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and don't go on a podcast.
And it's the clown nose
Don't go on
and
a
the
podcast
slinky
and cry that
and
you
the
won
duck.
a stupid prize. That's my point. And that's
Think of how many men are not even going to want to dabble into that because the way she dragged this man that she loved
dragged
through the mud.
And I'm
through
not
the mud,
saying
through the
he's in
slop.
right. If he really did cheat, again, we don't know his side of the story. That's wrong.
Because he won't tell his side because
But-
he's not going to get on a podcast. Like, that's so womanly. Like,
But again,
Yeah.
cry wolf, la, la, la. Like, they should have had that conversation as her and her best girlfriends, and that's it.
I think she's hurt. She's
know.
just hurt because he won't even talk
You
to
didn't
her.
look hurt. You were saying it with a straight face and a smile.
that's the Botox.
I love some Botox, so
Dude,
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I just
she's a beautiful girl.
She
They're
was
both
stunning.
beautiful
She was
girls.
stunning.
It's toxic in more ways.
That's a heavy pour.
It didn't seem genuine to me. If I'm hurt, I'm crying. If it just happened a week ago, I'm not even out the house. Like, it just seemed fake.
I'm sorry, I'm a crazy person and I cannot sit next to an ex-fiance, ex-girlfriend. You kissed my boyfriend, you kissed my man. You don't exist.
Well, I think it all goes back to like what Matt was talking about earlier with communicating and pride. At the end of the day, we all lead with some sort of pride, which is pride is the devil and it's our demise as people. So like her pride, I don't know who this person is. I don't like talking about people, but led her to do this bashing of said
Drag
person,
session.
dragging of said person because her
And
pride,
we're not on Montrose. Not that drag, a different drag.
but she was hurt, like you said.
Yeah.
And
For
so
sure.
when you're hurt, some people act in different ways.
Right.
And I don't know the story, but pride leads people to down different paths. And if you set that pride aside,
Lying.
right? Like you communicate, like, hey, and as a man, I've always liked to try to take pride in the fact that I'm going to communicate with you if this is not working. So there is no confusion. You're not going to sit there and go out and talk crazy on me because I'm going to tell you, hey, my friend.
What if
homie,
they did? What are you doing? If your ex-partner went on a podcast and bashed you, how would you react? How would you feel? What would you do?
How would my ex-partner go and bash me if there's nothing to bash me about?
Hold on, here's another side. What if, even not even going public, but an ex goes and says, like, the current girlfriend goes and says, like, okay, the boyfriend says to the current girlfriend, like, the other one was crazy. She was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe it. Like, these things are different that they're happening between us. She was crazy.
Yeah.
People
That's a tough one.
Was she crazy? Or
people
is he?
don't just become crazy.
Everyone has their
Yeah.
own opinion as
Thank
well.
you.
Now, that doesn't mean that he made that person crazy. Right? Like, so
So what if someone said their ex was crazy and then they dated me?
Narcissist.
I'll take narcissist for 500.
We'll close out gym 1 tab. Thank you.
there you have it.
You know, it's just all situation.
On the note of cheating, how can we break down what is cheating? Like, okay, we're talking about skinny dipping. We're talking about obviously having sex with people.
There's also emotional.
What about
is a big
like
thing.
then we have social media, you bring that into it, liking photos.
I don't think liking
watching
photos is
pornography.
cheating. That's actually crazy. Or porn. I don't think either of those. I think an emotional connection and physical. For me. as a
Watching an
person.
ex's porn, that's cheating.
Is it saved in your notes? Like what? Is it on your
How is
favorites?
watching an ex's porn different than watching a porn star's porn?
Because it was him and her.
No, it could be just her. Some people are nuts, but not nuts.
Name them.
But watching an ex's porn or you and her old porn video, whatever. That's
Yeah,
cheating
that should
to me.
probably be deleted.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should be deleted. For
Yep.
Sure.
Mhm.
But I'm
Archive.
just saying, how is that different
in the
to you
You don't mix
mentally of
business
one's
with
cheating
pleasure.
and one's not?
Because one had emotional ties.
Yeah.
And one is just
So it's
a
only
person with
cheating if it
body
has
yaddy.
emotional ties.
So
Technically, yeah.
Right.
Wait,
yeah.
I'm asking Britt.
Yeah, I think
Speak.
so. Only if it's, yeah.
Okay, so if he goes out and fucks someone that he doesn't know, is that cheating?
I'm not going to be as hurt by it, I don't think.
But is it cheating?
It's definitely cheating, but I think I could move on from it a little bit easier. I did move on from it. I dated someone for 5 years that cheated on me with everyone. So, and he was like, it wasn't emotional. I love her. And I was like, okay, well, sweep that one under the rug, sweep the next one under the rug. But, you know,
Would you do that again?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. No.
Girl, say it with your chest.
Yeah.
Say the no.
I mean, no,
Damn.
of course not. No, of course not. No one wants to be cheated on, but
Would you let that happen? Yes or
no, absolutely not. I would not allow that at all. Like, I didn't even enjoy this current ex-boyfriend even, you know, mentioning, or like I even saw like a text with a girl, like,
Yeah.
you know.
But you're saying this particular ex, him cheating on you with girls you didn't know was
It was
less meaningful than if you knew the girl?
it was a softer blow than it being
A past or
than it
someone that
being
they had
someone where he
ties.
was literally carrying on a deep conversation with.
So the emotional aspect wasn't there. So
I feel like
you
just
were.
cheating is
No, it
cheating.
was
That's what I
there.
was gonna say.
it would
They
hurt
both-
regardless.
They both fall into
but-
the
She said
They
category.
both hurt. They both hurt. But let's just
She
say
said
it
that.
was.
The one
I
who
guess
was
I
emotional,
don't,
like,
I don't
say it was
define cheating
your
on
ex-girlfriend
the
and y'all are
subjective amount of
dating.
hurt.
I'm saying the
That
fact that
hurt
it
more.
wasn't
I think I
Right.
define
emotional,
cheating on
she can
is
kinda
it
like
cheating or
cheat.
not.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
right,
exactly.
absolutely.
It's principle.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which is why I do put pornography in the category of cheating because of what we just broke down. If he's watching porn from, and let's say he's not in it. Let's say it's just her
Okay.
masturbating. And it's his ex-girlfriend watching a porn star masturbate. Aside from emotional attachment, there's no difference. This is a woman masturbating. This is a woman masturbating.
I've definitely
so
felt
then
some type
you would
of
have
way
to,
of
you would
seeing
have to
that.
say
R.I.P.
it is
Pornhub.
cheating
So do
or
you
it's
think
not
that
cheating.
is?
What?
Do you think if your man watches porn, is that cheating?
I do, yes.
I don't.
Interesting.
At all. Do you?
50-50.
What do you guys
I've definitely
think?
felt
Because
that way
women
before
watch porn
when
too.
I've seen
What
it
do you
and
think?
I've been like,
But it can't be a double standard.
That's a tough
I'm not
question.
No, yeah.
saying-
What do you think?
Yeah.
What if I'm like, I watch porn every day?
I would lean
Hypothetically.
more towards no, but I think
It's
that's something that should be communicated about.
like it's not an
in the-
addiction,
in the
but if you're not there and I'm
You
doing
know,
it,
like,
is that
if
upsetting to you?
If your wife's out of town or something, and you crank one out watching porn.
Crank one
It's
out.
not one.
Hold the
You
soldier
know-
boy. I think she would probably want you to communicate that to her.
I would not. All my future men and men do not do
do you think getting a number with
Okay,
no
well, why
intention of
can't-
ever hooking up is cheating?
networking.
No. Networking.
Okay.
It depends. You could be networking.
If
So
a little
I- so here's the
24-year-old
thing.
I know.
boy
Here's
was
what-
flattering you, not you, but a 24-year-old girl, and got your number, was that cheating?
I mean, I think it would depend on what the conversation
We'll talk about it.
was.
Delete my
Yeah,
fa-
what if
delete
they're
my
like,
face
I'm interested
expression.
in a home and he sells homes? I'd be like, take
Yeah.
my number all day
Yeah.
long, all day.
Right.
Like if she's an IT executive, like I sell technology, so
Okay.
Okay, but
Come
why
through, collab.
can't you crank one out to her porn?
What if she doesn't send
Maybe
it?
she doesn't enjoy
What if she doesn't
sending
send it?
porn.
What if she doesn't send it?
Close your eyes, boy.
Oh, wait. Are
I
you?
mean, I think
Get that imagination station going, dude.
There was a time before we had phones. I will.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
I just
we
don't know
had
if
macros.
cheating is in my opinion, the correct word.
So you think that it's
Is it
good?
maybe-
It's
is
okay?
it maybe wrong in a sense?
No, it's not.
Sure,
I want to
but-
hear Trey too. What you think about your
think
girl?
something needs to be
cranking 3 out.
Communicated for sure.
Cranking 3 out.
I mean,
horny.
personally,
She's had a good day. She wants to have a good night.
me personally, I think that cheating is all based off of boundaries. Again, we talk about boundaries.
Yes.
Realistically, you should not be lusting over anybody. Period. So cranking one out.
Wow.
Cranking one out is a non-negotiable. Like, I'm not about to go and watch somebody else do something else because that's not.
Wow.
Right.
I'm not
That's
that
why
doesn't work for me.
Yep.
It doesn't work for me. It's not okay. It's not acceptable.
There's only one person that's going to turn me on.
Right.
Yeah.
And we talk about like from that aspect. So realistically, that should not be accepted, in my opinion.
In your own values.
But in my own relationship.
Yeah.
Right? So like what Landry does in her relationship may be different from what I agree with.
Yeah, I don't think
So
that bothers me at all in any way,
they
shape, or
may
form.
be, then there's people that are interested in different things, and I can't tell you what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
So based on you and yours boundaries, that determines what cheating is.
Okay.
Like some people
good.
enjoy polygamy.
Yeah.
Right, not-
Swinging. I mean, there's so many things.
That's
for sure.
that's on them.
Yeah.
Now, for me,
Boxing.
just it's like no, like lust is a real thing, and I don't believe in that. I try it. I'm not perfect. I'm human,
Right.
so I try not to indulge. I am. You see, flesh.
I thought you were a ghost.
Yeah.
Flesh is here. No, I don't ghost, and I'm not a ghost. Flesh is here, and so I ultimately believe that if I'm going to be with somebody, that my focus is on them and everything that embodies them as a person. Anything outside of that is kind of crazy. Truthfully,
sweet.
it's
I agree.
Let me ask you about this question because I feel like y'all's opinions are
Equal.
fairly similar. Do you think watching porn together is cheating?
I do, yes.
I think because they don't think that they like it.
Him and her, not
I know, but I'm just saying from an outside perspective, if they already say no, then together they would never suggest that. That would never be on the table.
So-
because they already feel so strong about solo is no. Why would they come together and be like, it's okay, we do it together? Like
I did
that makes no
watch it
sense.
with my
I think I could see a
ex.
scenario where it, like, especially like a long-term married couple, where things start to get boring. If you've always set the precedent that porn is not okay, porn is cheating, this is a boundary. If you both started to kind of like slip in your mind because you're like yearning for something more interesting, then you might like compromise and start saying like, well, what if we watch it together? But I think if that was always the moral standard, then someone's going to be hurt, and it's just going to start to like wear
Yeah.
away the relationship.
Yeah. Put on
and
kinky
it's
outfit.
basically you not protecting each other.
Put on
In
50
that
Shades of
scenario-
Grey
in
and
that
go to
scenario,
Victoria's
if
Secret.
that's your boundary, you should not only you should protect each other from crossing those.
Because someone would get hurt. You're right.
Someone
they would
would get
see,
hurt.
and then they would feel like less than. Whether it's the man or female, they'd feel like, oh, I'm not
Right,
this, I'm
and
not
that's
this.
honestly
blah, blah,
that's
blah.
why you see swinging like ruin a lot of relationships, because typically
Who's
it's
doing that?
People learning, it's people like yearning for something more interesting, or like, how do we mix this up? How do we spice this up? And then you're both kind of like, oh yeah, like let's try it, and then somebody gets hurt.
Yeah.
So instead of like saying, how do we respect the boundary and also do something more interesting, like you're crossing boundaries, which is like, that goes beyond sex, and that's disrespecting the relationship. That's not protecting the relationship.
I
Right.
agree.
I think like you allow.
I agree.
You allow
I agree.
you allow your person to then fantasize,
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it.
and in the moment,
Competition.
Not you.
in the moment. So it's like in the
Mentally
moment, right? Sex is supposed to be it's really intimate,
Yes.
right? It's between you, my soul, your soul.
That's your point of view.
Trey's not having sex, he's
mad?
making love.
All the time.
And I am too.
All the time.
Dude, eye to eye.
we'll talk
Trey's
about it.
eye to eye. Whoa.
Yeah.
He's got
Get
Usher
me out
on
of
in
the room.
background. It's
Get
game
me
time.
out
No
of the
music. It's all whispers. Now, so to answer your question,
That's your
I'm
demons
holding back.
releasing
I'm
from
holding
you.
back.
no demons. It's all holy when we get there. Yeah, you don't want to leave that door open. Ultimately, so like if I open, like let's say you open that door, right? Like we're gonna watch porn together. Cool. Now, next thing you know, like in a sense of if your girl is boring or let's say you might not be into it that day, and you start thinking about somebody else. Now you're craving something else. You want something
You're
else.
saying it's
It's a
opening
gateway.
the door.
It's a gateway.
It's a gateway
It's the
drug like
same-
Matt's vape.
It's,
Hey, come on.
no,
I'm
we're
kidding.
we're going to rebuke that. But it is
Rebuke it.
It is a gateway,
Jesus' name.
and so then you start to allow yourself to think about what ifs, maybes, right?
That's fair.
Now you're in the situation
Wise.
to where like let's say you're sitting there, your girl's sitting there, or you're sitting there, we'll say just hypothetically, and you're fantasizing, and then you come across somebody that
Matches that, yeah.
That meets that.
Then you're intrigued.
Now
the
you're
fantasy
like,
is reality.
Then it gets to your point of now you're talking business, but then that business gets clouded, and you're looking, and then the lust creeps in.
Yeah.
So now it goes from watching porn to
Reality almost.
reality.
What's your reality?
There's no f***ing way. Excuse my language. That was crazy. But it goes from porn.
97.9.
Better go to I just got hit.
Delete the cussing.
It's
Anyway,
from 97.9.
but
What's your reality?
so now you're in a situation to where like idle time, right? Idle time is a dangerous place.
Yes.
So in that idle time,
Slippery slope.
and you're not pleased because you're thinking about something else. But if it's just you and I as me and my partner, right? You're not including anything else. Then nothing is able to creep in, right? You keep that space sacred between you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you,
It's like a protective shell over anything else that's worldly.
And it's
like y'all two together.
It's
it has like a.
it's like a covenant. You're connecting. I'm inside of you, like realistically, like we are jointed. Okay,
Is that how that works?
I think so. I mean, maybe.
I'm not jointed with all these other men.
It's why you
I'll
got.
tell you that.
I mean, but so like at that
I'm going
point,
to church tomorrow, 9:30. Everybody. I am.
Good,
Praise
where?
the Lord.
Church of the King.
Walks-
Jinx, are you coming?
I actually went to the church a couple of times.
Are you gonna
yeah,
be
okay.
hanging?
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Hallelujah.
I prefer the 11 o'clock
Walks in and
service.
bursts into
but,
flames.
Yeah.
She would.
It's a hospital for the sick, y'all.
And I'm
come as you
ill.
are. Come as you are.
Yeah, come on, as I
Come as you
am.
are.
But not in that
yeah,
outfit. No, I'm just kidding.
I hope that answers your question of
Yeah.
like that's
That was
how
a long
I view
answer,
it.
but yeah.
I had to break it
Loved
down so you understand.
Many levels, many levels.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point of view,
So-
POV, POV, POV.
No.
So I didn't cheat sexually in this past relationship, but I would say I definitely maybe cheated emotionally because he wasn't giving me the like. He wouldn't talk.
Comfort.
Didn't care about what I would say, or just wouldn't flatter me, or whatever. So I went out, and a 24-year-old flattered me. I gave him my number. Okay, we were out. It was fine. It was whatever.
Did he buy your drinks?
I wasn't actually going. I didn't even drink.
You
but
would've.
I wasn't actually going to pursue anything. I mean, he's 24 years old, but really hurt
baby.
my
Right.
ex and made him feel like, still to this day, like, what'd you do? What'd you actually do? What'd you actually do?
Did you keep talking to the 24-year-old?
No. Like he'd be like, "Hey, want to hook up?" And I was like, "Hook?" Like,
The right
Are you
20
joking me?
The right 24-year-old would have got you there
Damn.
Got me to hook up?
for sure.
Oh, well.
Got you to the finish line.
So
So he was a nice 24-year-old.
realistically,
No,
like I used to be
24.
this guy.
24-year-old.
I used to be this guy.
Tell us.
Smooth
tell us.
criminal.
About
I used to
6
be-
years ago, he
I
was
used to be this
24,
guy.
everybody.
I used to be this guy, you know, like, and if like you allow it, right? That's what some guys just want. And when you do open that door,
Right.
now
The gateway.
the gateway,
The vape?
the conversation changes.
Right.
Now the 24-year-old was like, "Yo, you want to hook up?" So you're like, "No, you're kind of a
Right.
My child
Now the
age.
right-
Like 3 days later, he asked.
the right approach will prep. It's like a prep. I'm gonna prep you for this course.
Yeah.
It's like a colonoscopy. Got to prep.
Yeah.
That is deep.
What?
Gotta drink that fluid to.
So you
Yeah,
get prepped
that
for
juice.
you get prepped and you allow yourself, you open yourself up to that. Now, I invite you to
Right.
do
It's
something,
opening the doors to even whatever.
and it's a matter of time for that vulnerability. It's like I need you to be here when you're vulnerable.
It still hurts. Still had
What hurt?
still had, malicious intent where whatever. I could have just communicated, "Hey, you don't listen to me. You don't,"
right.
That part.
Yeah.
Right.
and maybe things could have been solved. But they're not.
Well, we learn. We live. We
It's
learn.
okay.
I'm
They're
proud of you.
onwards and upwards. Don't worry, darling. There's better fish in the sea.
So
One more crazy question, because it's been so
crazy?
deep.
No crazies.
Hold the porn. It's been deep.
it's been up and down.
But
We've
no,
had
I
good
wanted
balance.
to be funny.
Hold the porn.
I had to get serious. I had to unlock my frontal lobe. Like, do less of that.
I had to unlock my frontal
That's why you need therapy.
God.
I'm in therapy, everybody. So
Once a week or once a month?
You know, remember Taylor?
once every other week,
Sex on the
motherfuckers.
first date or
Me
no?
too.
Sex on the first date, funny. If you're vibing, hell yeah. If you're not, no.
You heard it here.
Hard pass.
What about
Hard
kinks?
pass.
Hard pass.
What?
I can't lie. I mean,
If you're feeling it, where are you gonna? You feeling it? Are you putting it in? Are you in and out? Hold the burger, hold the fries.
hold the burger. Hold the
All right, do the shake. Put the hat on. Are you in and out? Yes or
I'm
no?
feeling it. I need a number 2. You know, I probably double up on the burger, extra meat,
Extra cheese.
no
Extra
cheese.
mayo.
No cheese. No cheese.
Mayo.
I don't do cheese.
What?
I'm not a cheese guy.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it's
either.
weird. It's a weird.
I'm
thing.
big lactose gal.
I'm a fat. I mean, but I feel like, you know, if you know, you know.
IYKYK. Maddie?
I would say it depends. I mean, I've done it before, I believe, like in the past, but I think it kind of.
Did you lose?
You're
respect?
so apprehensive.
Matt doesn't lose respect for any girl.
Yeah, I'm
Show him the shirt. Respect.
He's always got mad respect.
Hey, shout out Land.
I would
Shout out-
say Matt is a different breed, as in
Shout out
you
Land.
as well. You're both very
Land gave him that for his
respectful, nice-
birthday.
nice men.
Little cancer,
So,
little
you
cancer
know.
action.
Yeah,
Love that
I
for
would say
you.
it depends.
Thank
But yeah,
you.
I think to your question, did I lose respect for the girl? I think in general that
You're a male, so no.
long term something like that might deter the guy a little
Exactly.
bit because you're like, okay, this is easy, you know. And I know we didn't talk about it, but like guys and girls both inadvertently kind of want the chase, right?
Yeah,
Even though
Not me.
absolutely.
society has set that.
I
Yes,
want
you do.
instant gratification immediately.
I think that's true, but I think it's unhealthy.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, most of us are unhealthy individuals, unfortunately.
Everyone seek a therapist. Call 1-800.
No, seek Jesus.
Yeah, seek 'em both.
Ultimately,
Seek Jesus.
therapist, then lead them to
Seek Jesus.
Seek 'em both.
Christ.
Yeah, but I
Seek
think
Jesus first.
Hallelujah.
I just
Seek
think
Jesus
sex
first.
on the first
Seek Jesus
date will
first.
never lead to.
Yeah,
No,
not a
that's your
precedence you
opinion.
wanna set.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
That's
at all.
y'all's opinion. And I'm standing on business on that.
You're standing on
He
business.
said it depends how much tequila's in the system.
No, that's y'all's opinion. Because I've been with people who say I won't even have sex on a first date and then we do it and then we're together. So
Where are they now?
Woo. Wham.
one's
How did that
still
work?
I don't even know.
One's still with me.
Denzel
So
voice.
he's here. He's here and I'm going there.
That's true, but it's fresh, you know. So it's
Oh, so you,
it's
you
over
didn't
a
even
month.
listen to my advice.
It's over a month.
So
Didn't
month
even
is-
listen to my advice.
as we dive deep, I think that
How deep?
To each their own.
no, it shouldn't be.
their own.
It shouldn't be.
I don't think it is a teach their own thing.
I think so from experience, like right, like you should seek to get to know somebody before you seek for their
Right.
Body.
body, and then building that relationship. Now, like Landry, you made a comment earlier, which was hilarious. Like somebody building a foundation on sand at the beach, right? Like
That's the word of God.
that's what that is. Essentially, truthfully, like you do it, and then if you continue,
It's high tide.
high tide. You know, waves come up.
It's Hurricane Barrel in this.
Hey, they wash you out, but realistically, like if you
The
wait,
fences are down.
if you're
The
disciplined,
internet is off.
All doors are open.
Streets are quiet. Roofs. There's no lights.
So all in all, like it's better to wait because the value's more.
Yeah.
agreed.
And
Y'all are all on your own on this one.
Well,
It's
Well-
4 against 1.
Well, my
Sir, look, our cameraman, 5 against 1. And I stand on it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think it matters.
and
See.
Cut. That's what we said.
It's a
That's
look.
what we said.
Hey, That's what he and she. Hold the pronouns. Hold the they, thems.
We don't do
That
those.
was one of the questions, right?
Trump. I'm just kidding.
I thought you were going
Trump
to
2024. Trump 2024.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to today's episode of That's What He Said. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you're taking away something valuable that will benefit your dating life. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please give this show a follow, rate, and review. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, like this video, and most importantly, comment below because I want to hear what you said. See you next time.